Yo, 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 what's cracking, man? No Paperwork Podcast live. We in the building.
Go to lives.
Yeah. Oh, that's lower. Lower that. All right, I'm gonna go camera hot in 3, 2, 1. What's cracking with it? No Paperwork Podcast live. We right here with BFD, man. Little man over here in the building. Blanco the bully up in here. Man. So today we doing a special live prison war stories. And but first, we're gonna talk about a little situation that's been going all over the internet. Stay lifted custom clothing. I see you, little Nero, man. Late, yeah, a little bit late. Big Rambo, what's good with the homies? What's up, players? Yeah, we let some people come in before we start talking about the little situation. But how's you guys' day going? Evening? Busy. Move the mic a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta make okay. So you guys ain't used to this, especially Meezy. So my boy, little man, he's trepidatious about coming on here. You know what I'm saying?
Not my thing.
Not his thing at all. He definitely from the same era I am, where we don't do this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to get on this, and it's hard for bro to get on it. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Bro, it's hard for anybody to come up in that era because we weren't allowed to even have cameras in the neighborhood.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like anybody taking pictures was suspect, right?
Yeah.
And the only time cameras were allowed was at birthday parties, kids parties. But if you were just walking around the neighborhood with a camera, bro, like
It's weird.
yeah,
It's weird.
motherfuckers like, what the fuck you taking a picture of me for, right?
Yeah.
Like I rarely have photos
Yeah.
of my teenage years. Because,
Yeah.
bro, that's not something we did. We kept it on the under.
Mm-hmm.
But, as you get older and, you live in life, you build a family and shit, like, you cherish those, like, family moments and shit, right? And then plus doing social media and shit, it's a whole different lane, something that we had to learn. Even doing this podcast, we had to get used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I get it. It's for you brothers, not something for you a little bit better because you do videos.
Yeah.
And congratulations on your new video that came out, man. You doing corridos now?
Yeah, killing it too. That shit was amazing, and it sucks that it took 2 days for people to take notice, but now it's running up. If you guys haven't seen it already, you want to let them know what it's called?
Yeah, it was called FaceTime Ilegal. They was sleeping on me on it for a minute, but we're gonna wake them up on it.
Yeah, you're waking them up right now. It's been on hella different pages now.
Yeah.
People are kind of seeing it. It's not something homies do a lot of, you know what I'm saying? But you fucking murdered. You murdered it. I'm trying not to cuss. Yeah, you murdered it.
Right. That was unexpected,
Yeah.
bro. It was dope and unexpected. So congratulations to you on that. You know what I mean?
And it comes from a real place. We're gonna talk about prison later, but it comes from, you know what I'm saying, like knowing that life, like in a real way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's really dope.
Like I started jumping into the corridos just based on like, I got a family that only speaks Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
They try to listen to my music. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It sounds like something like you're just
Yeah.
talking about violence and stuff. I'm like, man, it's the same thing in Spanish as it is in English. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got family that only speak Spanish too.
Right.
They don't know a lick of English.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to do something, for them. And it's, it goes back to our roots, right?
Exactly.
And who we are as a people, and you showing love, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tight.
And,
Trying to get all the tias and tios as fans now.
orale.
Before-
Also, the video itself is
Yeah.
like gorgeous. The ranch, just everything was really tight, bro.
Right. Even if you don't understand, like
Yeah.
the visuals are dope,
Right.
And the music is dope.
Mhm.
So it's on some 2030 shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for real.
Yeah, it's on
Stuff.
It was stuff. Yeah. Try not to cuss. Anyway, we got 70 in the building.
Trying not to cuss.
Yeah.
So far,
You just fired off like 40 of
Bro,
them.
it's hard, right? Because when you're used to talking a certain way, but we're trying to feed the algorithm.
Yeah.
Right? Everything has to do with algorithm. AI is taking over everything. We were just talking to Lil Man about that, man. For your business, man, you got to know AI.
Yeah.
In everything you do.
Yeah. So just real quick, I want to talk about Wheezy, Hot Boy Wheezy.
How about Weeze?
So he I guess they're using his lyrics in the case, which sucks. It sucks for all artists, you know what I'm saying? In this federal case, it's not a state case. In a state case, they can't use your lyrics unless you're talking specifically about something that pertains to the crime. You know what I mean? So that sucks that they're using this thing, and I hope he beats whatever he's going through. I'm not really sure, but I just want to say, uh, yeah, if you fight in a fake case, it looks like it's gonna be playing out a little bit different with your lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
But there's still an issue of freedom of speech.
Mhm.
So if he got a good lawyer and he can appeal it, like if it turns out bad for him and they appeal it and they can take it all the way up to the Supreme Court and fight it, because freedom of speech in lyrics and rap lyrics was
Yeah.
ruled a thing when NWA was the first
Right.
one, right? So there is precedence on that, So if he has a good lawyer, he should be fine as far as using the lyrics with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Also, speaking of freedom of speech, we found out who took the video down.
Yeah.
Right. So Pyrex hooked me up with the bro Dutch. Dutch tapped in real respectfully to Empire to see who took my Enlighten video down, and we found out it was Toes. It was Toes' liaison for artists. What's that fool's name? Alex Rojas. Yeah, Alex Rojas took my video down unnecessarily. He didn't have no paperwork to back it up, so it's gonna be coming back up. But it's frustrating. That kind of little snake maneuvers is kind of frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But it's consistent with what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's a bunch of hating bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, BS.
Yeah.
Damn, this is harder than I thought. Hey, Sunny3 said some YouTubers said you got locked up, BFD.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about all the stuff that you've been seeing on the internet about my brother. You know what I'm saying? At the end of this, I want to talk about some other stuff. We'll talk about the stupid so-called no jumper curse and
Yeah.
all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, we've been seeing it, but just know that yeah, Weez Gotti. Sorry about that. Yeah, I meant Weez Gotti, homie. Thank you. Leonetto 24. Yeah. Is that Hot Boy Weez or Weez Gotti? I don't know.
It was Weez.
One of the Weez's homies.
Weez Gotti.
You know what I mean? But shout out to both of them.
Yeah.
And whoever's locked up, man, I hope he gets out.
Yeah, that's a cool thing, right?
Yeah.
Is like it's crazy because there's a lot of people who will say like I'd rather deal with the person myself than have them locked up.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's because being locked up, it essentially is probably the worst thing you can do is like psychological mental torture.
Yeah.
And you guys would know the best, right? All three of you guys have been locked up for long stretches, right? So tell me about that experience.
Man. Well, doing time, to be honest with you, it's like it's just how strong you are mentally.
Yeah.
Right? Physically as well, but for the most part, it's just going through like hardships, people in your family. So let's say if you're doing a lot of time, the first thing that one of the OGs told me when I first landed in prison is everybody that you know and you love that's older, they might not be there when you get out, if you ever make it out. So just get used to it, like we're right here for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it gets down and dirty, we're always gonna be here no matter what. You got your family out there, but at the same time, everybody's getting older. You know what I'm saying? We're stuck in one time.
Right. So for people that don't know, what town you out of?
I'm from East Palo Alto.
You from East Palo Alto and you're an artist on Pyrex.
Yeah.
And you've been my brother for a long time. Now I know you real well. You've been on here before, you know what I'm saying? But now your stuff is just starting to pop. You just went on tour with AWAC, CML, Strange Music. Like you're really starting to get out there and do your thing in front and behind the camera, you know what I'm saying? And the business aspect of it. You went to prison real young, right? I don't want to talk about your crime.
Yeah.
Right? But you got sentenced to a little chunk, right?
Yeah.
So how much you get sentenced to?
Well, so I was fighting my case from 2008. I got caught. I got caught actually like right when I turned 16.
Mm-hmm.
The first deal they offered me was 17 to life and 2 strikes. I was looking at 43 with L and 2 strikes. Just going through that whole process of going to court and shit, but I ended up getting 23 years and 2 strikes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And then because a lot of people don't know this, but I gave up on appeals. I kept getting played on my appeals and everything, retainer fees with lawyers and stuff. So when I gave up, I still remember the conversation that me and you had.
Yeah.
And you kept telling me, bro, go to the law library. Nobody knows your case better than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that woke my game up because I was just gonna be like, man, it is what it is. You feel me? And they kept telling me like, just look up your paperwork, go through everything, your transcripts. I know it's tedious. It takes hella time. There's a lot of like jargon in there that you don't understand.
Yeah.
But you go to the law library, get the booklets, and I was going with legal man, Lil Man too. He was I think you say you were a paralegal. In
Yeah, he's a
You went through your
paralegal,
stuff. So,
certified.
yeah, so like it's dope because we were in the same building for plenty of years, right? So just any questions I had, you guys always answering for me, and just that motivated me to just start doing my appeals on my own.
Yeah.
I remember you guys told me that like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? You still
Right.
gonna end up doing the time. You feel me?
Yeah.
So just pushing, and it
Straight
worked. The juvenile law, everything worked out for me, you know. So
Mhm.
it got me out in 14 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Bro, man, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So you were juvenile. Did you ever go to juvenile hall?
Yeah. I was in the hall from 2008 to 2010.
What was your juvenile hall like experience?
I was in the San Mateo Juvenile Hall. Right there, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's worse than prison. You know what I mean?
Cracking, right? Just hands on, just everybody squabbing.
That and well, that was the fun part, right? But
Yeah.
but to be honest with you, it's like the way they treat the juveniles in those facilities is out of pocket, you know.
On my mama.
And
yeah.
what they were telling us is like, we're trying to prep you guys for what you guys are gonna deal with over there,
Yeah.
right? So just at the time when you're being young, you don't know, but they're oppressing you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you're going through, like they'll take everything out of your cell and just throw you a Bible, treat you like you're in the hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll go to visiting. Once your visit's done, they'll cuff you up, send you to a different cell in the corner, and then you ain't got nothing in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You won't get mail for fucking months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, prison was better than juvenile hall, to be honest with you. Like, as far as having your own freedom in there to do what you want, you know?
What was
Right.
your mind state like in there?
And there was just going through a lot of stress, you know, because while you're there, they're transferring you to the county jail for court. So every time you got court, they shackle you up, put you in the tank with all the adults. You're a juvenile, right? So they put you in there with the homies and everybody else. And then you go to court and come right back. So you're just dealing with that. Like, you don't know what's going on, how much time you're going to do.
Yeah.
At the time, I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't never going to make it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they just kept trying to throw hella time on me.
What was that like to your mental, like to be a kid and be like figuring like, dude, I'm never getting out of here. Like, what was that like? How did that affect you?
I'm going to be
mentally?
honest with you, bro. Like, when you're young, you still got that mentality. So at the time, I really didn't care, you know?
Mhm.
I was stressed out, but at the time, I was just like, I'm thugging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I already chose what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get the time for it, and I'm going to just thug it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're young-minded, you feel me? Like,
Right.
even when you're in the pen, you still think the same thing. Like, you just got to make the best of what you got.
And that's really a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? So did your family recognize the change in you? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously there was a change. Like I know how, at least for me, I know how I was on the street, and I was mainly on the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can ask, bro, I was mainly on the street, right? But when I went to juvenile hall, something else happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and did you feel that same kind of thing? Like,
Exactly.
regardless what you was going on, it was a more physical, immediate.
Yep.
Like, I'm with all the
Exactly.
shenanigans. Yeah.
Especially like when you hear how much time they give you, like, I ain't got nothing else to lose, bro. It's just on.
Yeah.
Let's go. You know what I mean? When after juvenile hall, they sent me to once I got sentenced, they sent me to CYA. When I got
Oh, you hit
CYA,
CYA
yeah, I was
before
at
you hit the
CYA.
pen? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was at CYA. They sent me to I was in Preston. They sent me to Chad. I think I was in OH for like 3 days, and somebody snitched on me and they kicked me out.
Oh,
Is this on you for being 18?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I went to YA till I turned 18. So once they sent me to Chad, on my 18th birthday, they came and picked me up at 4 in the morning, sent me to DVI.
Yeah.
So they just came.
So
by
what
in
was
the
your
morning.
YA experience like?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like right there is just it's all like kids trying to be political and stuff. You feel me? Like
Little bogus.
yeah, we thought we
politics
knew what
shit.
we were doing. You feel me? So we in there, motherfuckers fighting all the time,
Mhm.
doing like removals and shit. But it's just
Kids
kids
grown
playing.
man
Yeah,
games.
facts. I mean, it's cool. I met a lot of solid homies right there, to be honest with you. And then I would see them later on in the pen, like a few of them. But then I'll hear later on, some of them got to the pen and they locked it up. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was that thing.
What did
But,
that do? What, like, do you remember the first time you seen dude you consider solid lock it up?
Yeah, bro. I was disappointed. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's one of those things like when we're young, but it's one of them things like I seen some dudes in there acting hella hard. You know what I'm saying? That had came from the pen
Mm-hmm.
when I was young, and they'll be like, "Oh, you ain't gonna make it." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I could already tell this and this.
They would
and
tell
that.
you that?
Yeah, they'll say
They
that.
told me that
like,
too,
like
yeah.
a group of us youngsters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we go to the pen, and then they're the ones that you know what I'm saying? They ain't
Tapped out.
doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they
It's
end up
always the
tapping
hardest
out.
dudes, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
I was always taught that, like, just remain humble, but stand on business. You know what I mean? So but going back to like CYA is just motherfuckers fighting over the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like just little things like that, just pushing what we thought we knew. You know what I'm saying? As far as being like educated. You know?
Yeah. What do you think the biggest lesson was that you learned in juvenile hall compared to CYA?
Man, to be honest with you, it's like just watch who you put in your circle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Amen to
real.
that. Amen to that. And so you finish your little YA thing, you turn 18,
Mhm.
you slide to DVI. And so what was pulling up to DVI
Man,
like?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like they had us in the tank for like 10 hours, bro.
What tank was it?
Like an R&R.
Uh-huh.
They put you in the tank, and then they put all the homies in there. It was just us and the
They
brothers.
put you in a cage right outside to give you your lunches?
Yeah, facts. Yeah. So you right there for a cool minute, and then they'll start calling people one by one to talk to administration, right?
Yeah.
And they just ask you, who do you roll with, things of that nature. And then, you know what I'm saying, once you go through that process, they start putting everybody in housing, right?
Yeah.
So just within that process, bro, like you got like 50 dudes in a small ass tank, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got I see some dudes laying down, sleeping on the floor, bro.
Oh, mama probably had
Just
some
us,
wise.
yeah, like us, the homies were just right there, just everybody's just posted,
Hanging out together.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I seen. I was tripping out. Like, I want to go use the bathroom, and the homie stood next to me, kept posting. I
You
was
went
new
in
to me.
between, you went in between those halls right there, in between East and West Hall and the concrete yard right there.
Yeah. And then they sent me to West Hall. When I got there, my cellie was young too. He was from YA too,
Mhm.
but he had been there for like a week, and it was a trip, bro. Like the whole process, start making a little fishing line. I was just tripping.
Yeah. You
I was
watched that? Is that how you learned to make a fishing line? Was
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wasn't using them in your county?
No.
Okay, because it was
I
a
didn't
lot
win the
more
county.
program probably.
Yeah, so I went from juvenile to CYA to the
Oh.
pen, and then I went to county
shit.
after
Yeah,
high
that's crazy.
desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like it was a crazy experience, bro.
Yeah.
Just seeing dude busting down the boxes and making the line. I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what are you doing? And he goes, watch this. He's just spinning that thing, and
Hopping
it was
tears.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, like it was a
Let's
whole
go.
process.
Start-
Yeah, Juan Ortega, man, thank you for the $20, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, go for it.
So you pull up to DVI. What was the difference between without going into specifics,
Yeah.
obviously, right?
Well-
But the difference between YA
Mhm.
and the pen.
Man, it was like in the movies, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I first got to the tier in West Hall, you just hear everybody yelling out. There's no arrivals. You know what I'm saying? You see
Okay.
everybody at the door, just it's 3 tiers, the east and the west.
Yeah. What side did you hit? East or
It
west?
was
side?
I was on the west side.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I got there, I was on the 3rd tier in the back bar,
Mhm.
right? So put up in the cell, then I see my cellie right there. I hadn't known him from YA, but as soon as I came in, he just showed me love right off the bat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was different. You know what I'm saying? That night I showed up. I think I got to my cell like at 10:30 at night. The next morning go out to chow, and then like all the homies right there. You walk to chow and reception, right?
Yeah.
So just everybody just showing love. They're like, there's some people I did know in there, but it's just right off the bat. I felt that.
Yeah.
Mismo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That kind of puts you at ease a little bit. It's a weird juxtaposition between being at ease with the homies and being on toes with the homies and everybody else, because you really don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like your mind state changed between YA and a pen?
Facts. Yeah. So in the beginning, no. So I was like, not to say like a knucklehead, but I still had that mentality, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know too much like of the rules, and you know, there's always rules, right?
Right.
So I got put on to like the standards, right?
Mhm.
Like
The
being
general
professional,
standards. Yeah,
like
yeah,
being
yeah.
professional and stuff, right? So once I got a bar of that,
Being respectful.
everything changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the maturity level just completely changed overnight. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because it's different. Like you can't say certain things and be disrespectful in certain ways. You
Yeah.
know, as opposed to like what you're used to
Mhm.
talking. You know what I'm saying? So
Did you grow up so like how we grew up, we always said the N word
Yeah,
and blood and all that stuff.
Yep.
You grew up the same way
Yeah,
in East
exactly.
Palo Alto. It was kind of really the brothers and the homies was pretty intertwined. Am
so
I tripping?
yeah, don't. So growing up in EPA, we say rogue a lot, right?
Rogue, yeah, okay,
So getting there, one of the OGs came up to me. He's like, he gave me a dictionary because I kept saying it.
Mhm.
He goes, "Hey, look up what that word means."
Right.
So I looked it up. I'm like,
We don't like that.
oh, okay, I understand now. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's like, call me bro.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm your brother.
Which
I'm
is
like,
weird
for
to
sure.
us too, right?
Yeah.
Compared to when we first. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's like it was like that shit blew my mind, bro. I was like, damn. I was like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's what we've been calling each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
like, but I mean, it's good. I mean,
It's
that
just
that
the
word
lingo,
means-
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the word just pretty much means like you're an outlaw.
Mhm.
Some dinner shit. You feel me?
That's how you took it. Yeah.
Yeah,
in
so-
the streets, in the pen, it's
it's
just
different.
you got a little bit of alignment from
Exactly.
the homie. Yeah.
Yeah, so it put me on the right path. You know.
So how did you feel about getting schooled like that?
To be honest with you, like to me, it was an honor and a privilege, right? Because
Okay, nice.
like when I was young, bro, I always wanted to go to prison. I was wanted, you know, what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you always
grew up
wanted
watching
to?
the movies
Okay,
and
got
the
it.
lifestyle. So
Yeah.
I kept telling myself when I was young, like, bro, and like a lot of the older homies would be like, bro, you're tripping. When I was young, I'm like, bro, I'm living the life. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's like when you're young, it's I already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up going to the pen, so I'm gonna go in there and get laced up. You know?
Yeah.
That was my goal,
Yeah.
right? That was either I was gonna make it in the music business or I was gonna be the biggest, baddest fool in the pen.
Yeah.
But I
Man.
never went to the pen.
Yeah.
Thank God. You know what I mean? So I get it. I feel you 100% where your
Yeah.
mind state was.
Yeah, brother. So from Tracy, how long was you in Tracy?
I was there for about 4 or 5 months.
Oh, you was there long. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they transpacked you.
Yeah.
And where'd they send you?
High Desert, level 4.
Oh, which one? C Yard?
C yard.
Okay. Was
Yeah.
D Yard active at the time?
No.
No. Okay. It was still trash.
He hit High Desert after I left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right after?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got there December 2010.
Got it.
It
So
was on
what-
lockdown.
I know how
So,
C
yeah,
Yard
so,
was at the time.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah,
we was both.
I actually
Yeah.
went to Z Unit in 09.
Yeah. So what was that like for you?
Man,
Hold on. Wait.
yeah.
So at the time, High Desert was notorious. Like that was
Yeah.
killer capital.
Yeah.
Right. So what did you see any bigadas in reception?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the first like bigada you see?
Man, bro, I
with
seen
your
some
own
dude
eyes?
get scalped. You know what I'm saying? Like with a razor blade, you feel me? Like and people don't understand like the reason why that happens is for examples, you know what I'm saying? People mess up for whatever reason, they gotta go, you know, but
Mhm.
that was the first time and Tracy's big, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. That yard out there is huge. Yeah.
So there's a lot of times where like pegados will happen and we didn't know if it was somebody getting on a homie or something because it's so far away.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's just spread out and stuff. But the first time I seen it, I ain't gonna lie, like it was just like I was just like, damn, I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It
sure.
but yeah. So it's just one of those
Nobody
things.
wants to be that
Yeah.
guy.
It's one of those things like you feel me?
Yeah.
You just think to yourself like, whatever he did, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And were they able to get him down like and keep him down, or
Nah,
was it
so
running like?
yeah, so the dude was doing pull-ups, and then that's when they got busy on him. And then I mean, when people are bleeding, they get slippery. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
dude like wiggled off, and they're just chasing him, just banging him out. You know what I'm saying? By the time the CO seen it, the dude he blitzed, he was gone.
Yeah, you know what it always reminds me of? You know the deaf guy dipped in butter and Family Guy? When somebody's getting blasted and that dude and they be running while they all, you know what I mean? They remind me of
That's a crazy visual.
yeah. So you see your first thing. So you knew,
Yeah.
and I'm just like I did. I'm sure you knew High Desert had that reputation
Exactly.
because it established itself pretty early, late in the 90s, but early in its opening.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like, you're going to High Desert, right? That's where it's probably the most many, right? As far as like, when we were there, it was kind of a race between us and another group segment of who could down the most people,
Yeah.
like in a legit, like in a real way,
Yeah.
like who could, like,
Who can
They-
set up the best demo?
yep,
Yeah.
who was, it's just true, you know what I'm saying? So, so you get there and, are you on your best behavior? Like, what's your mind state? Are you trying to like be like, yeah, homie, I ain't tripping on none of this, or like, what's your mind state?
Well, I still had that youngster mentality, right? So I had a little chip on my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And I just learned through the motions and through time because we were on lockdown, mind you. Like we weren't coming out at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they come by your cell, they cuff you up, take you to the shower. If you go
Mhm.
shower, bring you right.
Were we at war, or was it one of those
yeah,
stupid?
we were at war. Yeah.
Okay, because they do the stupid lockdowns in
Yeah,
High
it
Desert
was-
over the cup and.
Right
Nah,
after,
nah,
right
this-
after I
yeah,
left,
yeah.
for what we went.
Oh yeah,
It was-
okay,
it was-
yeah.
right after
Something else happened.
Okay, yeah.
with two different ones. You know what I'm saying?
So he
we were
kicked
at 'em
that
two
one off,
different
and you
factions.
followed right
Yeah.
after. Okay, so we'll tell that story after. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So-
he walked into a war zone.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was whenever the doors popped.
Yeah. All right. So you was on point. Was you in peak physical condition?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
So how the homies do it on lockdown? Was you not how the homies did it? How did you change your program? Like how did you change your mind
I'm gonna
state
keep
to
it
get
real with
shit?
you, bro. Like I seen some dudes come out, big cornfed, like swole.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Oh boy.
yeah. My son's like, that's one of them. Like, when that door cracked, you know what I'm saying? Like it's either him or you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He goes, we gotta get on our shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's good. So like, bro, I'm telling you, we work out twice a day, like just you know what I'm saying, just training and getting up to par and
Mhm.
in no time, bro. I was good,
Nice.
you know what I'm saying?
You say no time, but roughly how long did it take for you personally?
Like 6 months. In 6
Oh, okay.
months, I was getting it, bro.
You was
know what I'm
boom. You was
saying? Yeah.
up.
And I was barely 18, bro. So my
Mhm.
metabolism was quick. You feel
Boom.
me? Like,
Yeah.
I got it quick. Started getting.
Did you have the
getting-
pull-up bar in the cell?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
light.
On the light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
break that thing up.
That's
there.
everything right there. That's
Yeah.
your core. That's the whole cha-cha with the rope, huh?
Water
you-
bag.
In a water bag. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was one of them things. Like I just seen people coming out, like some older dudes and like everybody knows everybody in there after
Mhm,
a while. You know,
for sure.
still on lockdown, but you still see people wiggling.
Still respect.
Yeah, it's just so
when the
so
doors
when
is
the
locked,
doors is
yeah.
closed, everything's respectful.
Yeah.
My neighbors were outsiders and stuff, you know. So when they knocked on the thing, they're just like, me and my celly had came off the bus. You know, the two dudes that were in our cell
Mhm.
before us had just got sent on one. You know, so they had cracked their doors and
Yeah.
it was up. So that's how they would do it right there. Every time there was open cells because they did unlocks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So pretty much like they knock on the socket right there and they hit us up and they're like, hey, you guys homies? We're like, yeah, we're homies.
Yeah.
Like, all right, they shoot the line, they shoot us hygiene and shit, and my son's like, you know, we're on Thangos, right? And then they're like, yeah, it's all good, we're Sudangos. And I was still young, I'm like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Man, fuck them
Yeah.
bitches. She's like, it's different, you should be cordial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when the door's open,
Mhm.
it is what it is, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? They shot like some hygiene and shit. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, hey, tomorrow your peoples are gonna holler at y'all and shit. We're on lockdown right now.
Mhm.
For sure, it was good. And that was like my first lesson right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how long were you in high desert?
I was there for 2 years.
Were you there for the unlock?
Yeah, through the whole process.
So you through the whole process of unlock.
Yeah.
So what was your first unlock like?
Man, it's crazy because the day that they were gonna let us out, they had cracked our doors, me and my study to come out. And then they closed the door, bro.
Mhm.
So when they closed the door, they said something changed. So right, so then you see, like they do the walking talks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when it was the was like, hey, everything's good, and we're gonna come out.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's good.
Yeah.
You know, so the next day they let us out again. It was 30 of us and like 55 of them.
Yeah, and they went with all the group segments, right? They were walking around, so you could visually see
Yeah.
he was with the other dudes and fucking and whoever else,
Yeah.
right? That were just the Mac reps,
Yeah.
right? All right, so yeah, so did it? So you get on the unlock? Did you was on Noid your first
so,
unlock?
So pretty much, me and my Sally was the first ones they let out.
Yeah,
Soon as we come out, bro, like this, they dehumanize you like mug, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
the police. So they strip you butt naked in front of everybody on the tier.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They wand you. You gotta bend over. They wand you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They make you squat. They wand you again.
Check
You know
your
what I mean?
mouth.
Yeah, like
Yeah, so at that point you had buns of steel, so they probably kept wanting, kept wanting you, right?
Yeah. Mind you, like I ain't gonna lie. So we go out there. We already walked to the hood,
Yeah,
and then I mean it was good, bro. Like they let everybody out. It was like I think it was like 30 homies total.
yeah.
I think I met you on the yard right there. You had long hair.
I did have long hair.
Yes, I remember you told me I came from Folsom, and I told you I was getting transplanted.
Mhm.
With her. I said we were going to the yard a couple of times, but it was just different, bro. Because you used to be in the cell like 2 years straight,
Yeah.
just being in the cell, and then when they let us out for the unlocks, I mean it was hella tension. You know what I'm saying?
How was I? Was I a jerk?
Nah, you were being hella cool, bro.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Surprising.
Yeah.
No, I was cool because I had at that point. What year was it?
2012, I think.
Yeah, so I was only in High Desert for a hot second.
Yeah.
I got sent right back. They kicked me back out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I'll tell you about that later.
yeah, because I remember right after that I got to New Folsom, and then I
Mhm.
seen you in New Folsom.
yeah.
That was-
Okay, so everything was cool after that. After the unlock, you got your bar game up for
Yeah,
sure.
Facts.
You know, did you learn how to play handball over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Handball.
Are you any good?
Not really.
at the time?
I didn't know how to play handball.
Yeah.
But I wanted
Well-
to play. I just wanted to, because I mean, like, you used to be in the cell all day. So
Yeah, for
as soon as I
sure.
told my celly, bro, as soon as we get out there, I want to see you until we get back, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just going to that. But mind you, like at first we didn't play any sports or nothing. We was just
Yeah,
everybody
I
just
already
chilling, you
know.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Focused.
Yeah. So after that, just being able to wiggle around and
Mhm.
walk like normal without getting cuffed up, that was different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a trip to me, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Because that was the first time in how long? In just the 2 years?
2 years. that I
Because you
got
was in
there.
reception. That was a little
Yeah.
more restricted movement too, right? Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, just being able to get packages and stuff too, that was different.
Right. Were you able to get, barely anybody gets visits in the high desert. Were you able to get visits?
I did.
Yeah, I got visits.
I know
over
you
there.
did, champ.
Yeah, I got visits, but like, it was crazy because like my family would try to come like during the snowstorms and shit.
Mhm.
Like, I'll tell them like, just don't even come see me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially like,
Snowed in.
They'll run
Yeah.
right back too. They'll turn you around for anything up there too.
yeah. So, but while I was there, bro, like I was dealing with a lot of things mentally, because you're on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you and your celly, and like you get letters. You know what I'm saying? You get a messed up letter or something.
Yeah.
Everything's communication through letters with your fam and
Yeah.
your loved ones and stuff, and like you find out family members pass away. And
Right.
That's when
How did you handle bad news in there?
I just, to be honest with you, bro, I just read books, distract myself. I started like just writing poems and writing music. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay.
Yeah, just
That's a healthy way to handle it for sure.
Yeah.
Were you
Working
writing
out.
corridos?
nah.
Okay.
Nah.
That's something new then.
Yeah, that's something.
Okay.
New. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. So I mean, like, it's just coping with the reality of things. My celly was a lifer, right?
Who's your celly?
My celly was well, we had different names over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was he was from Livingston, right?
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
from Livingston, and he was just chopping it up with me, and he'll tell me like, look, bro, like, I ain't never going home. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'll be frustrated sometimes. I was young.
That's deep. That conversation is deep. Huh?
Yeah, because I remember like I was in a bad mood, bro. I used to have little mood swings. I was one of them type of dudes,
Mhm.
right? And then he's like that shit, like, it changed everything, the whole dynamic, and like us being cool and everything, like, because he's like, just sit down, bro, just talk to me, because I know you're upset and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'll just be looking out the door.
How long had he been down at that point?
Man, I think it was down like 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Comparatively, you guys been down about the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he came from like the county jail, so he was already
Mhm.
super laced up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
In
So,
an
like,
adult fashion.
exactly,
Yeah.
and he had kids and everything. So, like, the way he got at me, it was like, it was different. It was
Comforting,
like more
yeah,
understanding,
yeah.
not hostile, right? So he's like, just sit down, bro. We're bros. You feel me? Like,
That's right.
let's talk about this. You feel me? And he goes like, what's going on and shit? You feel me? I'm like, bro, well, I just got some bad news, and that's when he explained. He's like, look, bro. He's like, bro, like, at least you got a date. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never gonna see the streets again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my kids is getting raised by somebody else.
Give you some perspective. Huh?
Exactly. So he's like, look, whatever situation you got, you get frustrated with your peoples, with your parents, with any type of sibling you got, it ain't even worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing
Like,
you
there's a
could do
different
about
world,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
You got no control over that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But we do have control over us in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So he basically taught you how to handle terrible news on your yard,
Yeah.
right? And that, basically what he was showing you a little carnalismo and showing you that, we understand we all go through something, but we still need you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
You
'cause
still gotta.
Like I had another celly before him that had paroled. He's no good no more. But like they moved him into my cell after that, just to put me on the right track.
Yeah. Get your mind right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's dope. Shout out to that dude from Livingston, man. That's what we need is the older heads to be able to explain to the new dudes, the best ways to deal with certain situations. We need that more out here too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's cool. So after you leave, how'd you end up leaving High Desert? You just put in for a transfer?
Yeah. Well, so my grandpa was hella sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was dying and shit, So, I had put in to get closer to home,
Yeah.
right? But that's when I was in reception. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're there, like, I'm gonna tell you, if you're trying to get closer to home, as soon as you go see the counselor, you just got to put in for the prisons you want to go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I picked New Folsom as my first one,
Boom.
but they always give you the second one.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? So, like, once the program was doing good and there wasn't a war, then they started transpacking people because they swapped New Folsom and High Desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went. I didn't make it on the first turnaround, but I made it on the second one,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they sent me over there.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Moko for gifting AR Savage 14 a membership. Man, appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's dope, man. So that's when you was in you ended up in New Folsom,
Yeah.
and you lucked out. I remember we went to New Folsom. We were just happy as shit. So that's when you met us, basically.
No,
So
I first met you the day they gave
right,
my
but like
transpac.
really,
Yeah. Really met you guys was
Yeah.
what block we in? We're in 6 block. No, 5, 6 block.
yeah, right at the end there on
No,
the
I'm
small
tripping.
side.
We was in 7 block.
Right.
Right by 8
Yeah, 'cause
block.
we're all locked on a small
Yeah.
side at first.
Yeah, we was on the small side with the weird ass program.
Yeah.
Want some of this?
For sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so that program over there was basically the whole program. So you didn't get to meet a lot of people. So the people you did meet, you ended up really cool with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's because it was crazy.
Or you pretended to be really cool with them.
Yeah, or you pretended, yeah.
So that's when you guys met. What about Little Man? How did you start your journey? And we could lead up to where you guys
Yeah.
all met and start talking about that.
I met this guy in some ghetto apartments downtown.
But when did you first get locked up? Your first the first time you did
did I
time?
ever got locked
Yeah.
up? I caught a gun
Oh, right.
case.
Salute. Salute. Oh.
Let's go.
I actually caught a gun case when I
Yeah.
was 15 or 16. I got caught with a loaded and concealed firearm on school grounds.
Yeah,
And that's how it all began.
Bring the mic up a little more.
yeah, you gotta remember you gotta talk.
There you go. Go ahead.
See,
I'm not a professional at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm not either.
Nah, so yeah, I caught a gun case and then I went to juvenile hall. I think I did like 30 days or something. They let me out. And I went back the very next day for
Yeah.
GTA. I was
The
out.
next day?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
out like
damn, that's
24
crazy,
hours.
yeah.
My boy swooped. And the first thing I asked him before I got in the car, how long have you had the car? Oh, I just got it like 15 minutes. He had just got it like 10 hours ago.
Yeah.
Boys in the hood. It's always
It was
hard.
on you. Was
So-
this downtown? too?
Yeah, so we
Oh,
bent
so
the
downtown
block
is
and
hot.
they swooped on us.
Yeah. Downtown
And
is
this
hot.
fool, he did some dirty shit. He boxed my side in hella close to the house and he jumped out running.
Ah.
So I had to wait for the car to get out of the alleyway.
Damn, that's crazy.
And
Yeah,
then-
so you go to your second time. The homies probably
Chain.
Oh yeah.
the homies probably clown when you get back. Like what the?
Oh, the homies, the staff, they were like, "You dumb." They said, "You just left."
Yeah, yeah.
So they said, "Man, your bed's still warm." Right back to the same unit.
What
Same
unit was it? You
cell,
went to
G.
Keeper? Okay,
Yeah,
G
G
used
unit.
yeah, using G.
No, I
unit.
take that back. That back then I was in D unit.
Okay.
D unit was for the little kids.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Did the
Yeah,
D
switched
unit?
Yeah, so I went there, and then
What was juvenile hall like back then? Because what year was this?
this was 96.
Yeah. Oh,
95,
that was right.
96,
Okay, yeah.
95, 96, somewhere around there. And I mean, it was same as when we were there when we caught our last case.
Yeah, yeah.
Just always turned up,
Always.
temperamental, everybody throwing a fit
Yeah.
because they didn't get a letter.
30-second fights.
30-second fight. Nah, I used to go to the dorm.
Oh, you go to the dorm? Okay,
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
go
'Cause
fight
I only went to
dorm.
F unit and J unit.
Yeah, so
And I-
in G unit and in D unit they have a dorm.
Mhm.
So if you got beef, let's try to move to the dorm or become cellies.
Yeah.
You know, because you already know if you fight inside the unit, you're getting took down, and you're
Yeah.
gonna get beat up by the cops more than you get beat up in the fight.
Mom, they dip you. That dipping is
Hey.
crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't like fight a lot in juvenile hall. I used to try to steer clear of it just because I knew
Yeah.
it was gonna end bad once the cops got their hands on us.
Yeah.
So I think I got in like my whole time in and out of juvenile hall like maybe 3 fights,
Oh, okay.
and one almost got my head cracked open.
Yeah.
Because you know the pants be too long,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I slipped, and
Right on your heels,
On the
huh?
bunk.
Slip on your heels. Yeah.
so that stopped the fight instantly. Dude thought I was dead,
Oh,
and we were actually hella cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we just got into it one day in the
Yeah,
road,
they
and I was
like that. Yeah.
"Come up in the dorm, let's go."
Yeah.
So we got it, and when I slipped, I just seen his face like, "Oh shit."
So that second time, how long was you in there?
Again, like 30 days.
Yeah,
It
just
was-
put you on probation. Yeah.
and then after that, I ended up going to the Warney Thorny Youth Center most people call it girls'
Girls'
school.
school, yeah.
And then I ended up catching an strong arm robbery, and I went to the boys' ranch. I took a deal, had a 7-year YA commitment, and then we caught our case.
Yeah.
That was
So
no
me and
shooting.
you met. We ain't gonna say her name, but we was both basically humping the same girl. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the truth though, right? It basically was like that. Like I beat him first. You lived in the same apartments. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually.
Yeah, and then you beat him, right? When I first met this dude, man, he was choloed out. He came in the apartment, right?
Super serio, huh?
He was cholo. He had the baño on his head. He had the baño on his fucking eyebrow. I had the pillow on my thing and she was on the couch next to me. Her brothers are who they are. One's dead. He ended up testifying against us in our case. It was just I didn't necessarily like Lil Man at the beginning, right? Like he was very just the opposite kind of what I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I was cholo in my heart, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely had a couple years where I was super dickied out, and I still sport dickies and all this stuff, but just the swag was different. You know what I'm saying? The swag was a little different, you know what I'm saying? But as I got to know him, I ended up meeting his sister and partying with you a couple times. You know, I'm really kicking it. And I got tied with him. I got tied with him pretty quick. We were roughly the same age. All the homies over there were
Older.
They were all adults.
Yeah.
It was just me and you were the only kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Juan Ortega said Eskimo Brothers.
We're Eskimo brothers, for sure. Yeah. For sure. But now he's happily married. I'm working on whatever I got going on. And you know what I'm saying? But we were kids back then. You know what I'm saying?
We were wilding out.
Right.
That's what we were doing.
We were just banging a ton of stuff. Right. So we were just having a good time. Right.
For sure.
So that's when I met you. So let's talk about we catch a case, you end up in juvenile hall. Me and you are across from each other in J1, J2. You were in J2, right?
Yes, sir.
And in what we call a fishbowl, where we could see over there, right? So describe your time in J2.
Like for me, I was different. I didn't like stress like most kids do. I was just like, well, this is what it is. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Wasn't my first time in juvenile hall, so I didn't like go through the. My mom used to stress me out when she'd come visit.
Okay.
Oh, what are you gonna do? You gotta do this. I ain't gotta do nothing. I gotta sit and do this time because that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing gonna change this situation. Yeah. So I didn't never really trip. I just like bring me some magazines, you know. So I used to just chill. Like I didn't get into a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I got in 1 or 2 fights in juvenile hall the whole time I was there.
Yeah.
And one, it wasn't even really a fight. Some little kid took off on me when I found out he was like 12 years old. I was like, I can't even come back and beat him. Like, how's that going to look? 17, 12? Like, yeah. And everybody thought he was older because he was hella tall.
Yeah, he was tall. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So I ended up seeing him in County Jail. I said, you want to run that back? He's like, nah.
Yeah.
He had heart, though.
No, he didn't. He got pumped up.
No, they pumped
for
him.
12 years
He
old?
just he was a goofy.
He was a pump-up case?
Yeah, he was a pump-up case.
Yeah. I was actually cool with him, and I was messing with him. So he cocked all the way back and hit me, and I was like, are you serious? Like, are we really going to fight? Because I'm not sure if you're playing. He was like, woo. I was like, all right. So I hopped up, but Stafford was there to break it up.
J1, J2, it's just really just a small pod. It's not like the other juvenile.
I think there's like 15 cells in there.
15 cells.
This is maximum security.
So it's like a little hole that it is open with day room.
Yeah, we had the same thing over there.
Yeah. So from juvenile hall, I left first, you left second.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older than you, even though I look way younger. I'm a tiny bit older than you. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you go to county jail.
OT.
Right? You get sent to county jail. What was that trip like? What was the difference between juvenile hall and county jail?
So I like at first it was fun. We was making pruno, cell hopping, staying up all
you were known bro was known for the pruno early. Yeah.
From
early.
day one, I learned how to make drink.
Yeah, that was the first
Let's
thing.
kick it. We used to party.
And had all the nudie bags.
sure.
You was a straight muñeco
Thank
and a
you, babe.
lush for sure.
Nah, but so my first I don't know 6-7 months, it was just fun.
Yeah,
We were just
you were in the
kicking
100
it.
pods over there.
Yeah, hella homies. We'd stay up all night, and
Yeah.
the Hudas were hella cool. They let
Program was different.
yeah, they
Program was
doors
different for us
open
back
all
then. Yeah.
night. Like we just kick it.
Yeah.
And then I went to the hole and met the older homie, and he decided to inflict some rules on me. I was like, man, I ain't doing none of that. And I was like, hard headed at first.
Yeah.
And my thing was like, "Fool, I don't listen to my mom. You ain't finna tell me what to do."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
When did that change?
when somebody
Was there an incident or was it just a talking to?
it was
No,
talking
that's
to
good, yeah.
through the doors because I was in the hole, so
Mhm.
there wasn't no action at each other. But I'd be like, when the door's right, we can get it. Like, what
Yeah.
are you gonna do, old
Yeah.
man? Then I seen what he could do later on. Thank God that door never opened on me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was more he got at me and explained why we do the thing.
Yeah.
And then that makes sense now. So
Yeah.
then that's when things changed and I started working out,
Mhm.
reading more, doing all that stuff. So, but so early on, I was fortunate to be able to talk to certain dudes to know, what the future held in store.
Right. And so 100 pods at the time were kind of people going in and out. You were
Yeah.
probably one of the few dudes facing life in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was a couple of us.
How many you think?
One of the little homies from
Out of
Fruit
36, no, it was 42 cells, right?
32 cells.
Oh, 32.
So 32 on top, 32 on bottom. So
Mhm.
64, 64, roughly there'd be 120, 130 people in the pod at a time.
Right. So how many of those do you think were facing life
Uh,
in the 100 pods at the time?
There was 4 or 5 of us.
Right. Not a lot.
No.
Comparatively,
Yeah.
200 pod, we had a good third of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. So there wasn't too many. And so we used to get away with a lot of stuff that
Yeah, they weren't really
the
tripping
other
on you
pods
guys.
wouldn't get away with.
Yeah.
So, and then it was cool up in there until one of the dudes in 300 pod, he had got sentenced to 25 to life for the 3 strike stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, the Hudas used to bring in dumbbells for us to work out, all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
on the 6th floor. And dude ended up breaking the window trying to escape.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he didn't exactly break
I
the
think I
window because
remember
they
that
were
too.
bulletproof. So when he
Right. Just the
broke
attempt.
it,
Yeah.
it iced it, but they couldn't get out. Not in time. The Hudas caught it before they were able to get all that glue out of the window. And,
Yeah. Whatever.
But after that, it strickened up real quick.
Right.
So then we'd still sell hop, they're not tripping. So we'd be 15 deep, but they'll lock the cell.
Yeah.
And then one time I remember we was all chilling. We had a whole box of Pruno, about 4 or 5 gallons of Pruno in there.
Yeah.
There was 9 of us in the cell. We were drunk as shit. And then you just hear all the doors rack. We're like, oh shit. And they're like, get yourselves, the raid's coming. So everybody, one of the homies fell down the stairs. So when they finally get in there, they thought him and his cellie were fighting in the cell.
Oh.
So we were
Yeah.
fuck. So the Hudas after that, they were like, hey, we can't be doing that no more. You guys put us on blast. All because a stupid homie fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, it's crazy, and I'm not trying to glorify jail, prison, or anything of that nature. But we did back then. We had a lot of fun. It was it was like a big old party.
Yeah.
Really at the time.
What was your mind state like? Like what? Because you're very, very young. We're both very young at the time.
I kind of had accepted early on that we weren't going home,
Mm-hmm.
just because the way our case unraveled. Dude was telling. Well, at the time we didn't know he was telling.
Right.
But we knew there was 100 people.
We had the
testifying
other dude was.
Yeah. So it was I just kind of was whatever, this is what it is. I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna make the best out of a bad situation.
Find the good times, yeah.
And
so you started learning that. How was your family dealing with it? Did your mom and your sister?
No, they hated
and you ended up meeting your girl then.
Yeah.
So I want to point out that this brother's wife has been locked in with him for over 20 years. While he was in county jail, they met and they've been tight ever since. And they ended up getting married. And and they're still together to this day. That's really dope, and it doesn't happen a lot. It's an anomaly. It's a fucking
Congratulations.
yeah. Congratulations. We should take
And
a shot
Blanco
to
too,
that.
right?
Yeah.
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 Your girl was down with you since how long?
Since I was like 15.
Right. So there's
You gotta keep speaking to the mic.
So,
though.
yeah, since I was like 15 years old.
Yeah.
There's-
So
the stories
y'all.
are the stories are always that girls fall off, and a lot of 99% of the girls do, you know what I'm saying? But the reality is there are those few that really could are down to build a family with the lifer, you know what I'm saying? So how would your family and your dynamics play a part in your mind state while you was in county jail compared to juvenile hall?
Mentally, you have to keep the two separated
Yeah.
because your family wants one thing, but they don't understand like what's going on
Yeah.
in jail, in prison. So my thing is I would tell them what I could and leave it at that.
Yeah.
And of course, along the way, you tell a little white lie here and there. No, we're not going to the hole. Everything's good. I don't know what happened. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it sucks, but like that's the reality. of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And for me, like I was always really close to my family,
Hmm.
and so they made it harder because like me, when they were there, okay, yeah, I'd be stressed because they're
Yeah.
stressed, you know. But once they left, it was just I was only focused on what was going on in prison
Yeah.
or jail, whatever the case was. Especially prison. Jail was more like just whatever we're wilding out.
Yeah.
Things completely changed once we hit prison.
Mm-hmm.
So mentally, I always stayed focused on what was in front of me,
Yeah.
and I didn't think about the streets. I tried never to really think about ever going home because I'm like, we're not going home. We're gonna fucking die in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what helped me, not stress off stuff because once we found out we were actually gonna come home,
Mm-hmm.
everything became stressful. It was anything tension on the yard is like, well, now we might not make it home. So it's like,
Yeah.
because people don't realize like one bad day in prison can change the outcome of your entire life.
Yeah. So in county jail, you're trying to figure out how to mitigate the family life and the
Jail,
and
yeah.
the jail life, like as far as your day to day. You know what I'm saying? So
Just work out and try to ignore everything.
how long ultimately were you in county jail?
A little over 5 years.
Mm-hmm. So from county jail, you went to
Tracy.
Tracy. What was your experience at the reception like?
Oh, the first day we stepped into Tracy, there was a pedophile among us. And the Hudas kept trying to tell the dude, raise your hand, lock it up. Dude wouldn't do it. They're like, you're not going to make it through Tracy.
And he wasn't a Mexican?
No, he wasn't a Mexican, but his group segment didn't play that stuff neither.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
So they said, look, you're not going to make it to the end of the day.
Yeah. Police is telling you guys, people
Telling
that...
the whole group. They wouldn't pinpoint who it was.
Oh, okay,
but
got
they're
it.
voicing the whole group. You know who you are. Raise your hand so we can get you out of here.
Yeah. He
If
was, he
not
was on
today-
some tough guy stuff.
I don't know what he thought he was on.
Yeah.
They told him you may not make it to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they're like, but if you don't raise your hand, there's nothing we can do.
These are all GPs.
Yeah, it's a group of GPs that just came in on
Yeah.
the bus from Sac County.
Yeah.
And there was another dude on the bus too that I already knew he was gonna get mixed and mastered as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever.
That's a good analogy right there.
Yeah.
You guys,
Mix and match.
you guys know it's coming. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know, you might as well just throw in the towel now, but they was trying to save face, I guess.
Yeah.
So no sooner, I think we were in the cells for maybe an hour or two.
Mm-hmm. You heard
Code
this?
one.
Oh, you didn't hear no screams, no nothing, just the alarm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, everybody comes to the door, they're looking. Cops knew exactly what cell to go to.
Yeah.
They pulled dude out, his whole freaking face was taped up.
Yeah.
blood
They got him.
everywhere.
Good shit.
Oh, they.
Shout out to them. Shout out to the dudes
Oh,
that did it. Yeah.
It was one dude. It was a cell.
Well, he got busy, but shout out to bro. Yeah.
Made him touch everything.
tight.
He like
Good
sliced
stuff,
his whole
yeah.
face. He was
Yeah.
cut up bad.
Good stuff.
And all the cops could say to him was, "We tried telling you."
Yeah.
As they're taking him out on the stretcher, and
Yeah.
he's fighting for his life.
Yeah. Well, good for
I was
him.
just
You know
like,
what I'm
well,
saying?
This is what my life's gonna be.
Gave his people a chance to fucking deal with it the righteous way. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Man, appreciate the $2. Said, dang,
So that was
imagine
my
being
first-
the one to raise
first
your hand.
day in Tracy,
Mm-hmm.
and
How long were you there?
I was in Tracy for about 3 months.
3 months?
4 months.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
What was your experience like that overall?
Uh,
Did you feel different than county jail? Like,
yeah, of course, because you know now everybody's running around with weapons. There's razors in abundance.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do, became a barber, and I had all the razors I needed. I went, there you go.
That's
So,
right.
I picked
That's
up
right.
the weapons
Yeah.
game quick. Like, you ain't gonna catch me slipping. I'm one of the smallest dudes in here. You better believe I got something.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked, bro. Did you see your first big other there?
Yeah, the dude get the pedophile game.
Yeah, but did you see it? What was the first one you saw?
The first, the first one I saw is probably in High Desert.
Oh, okay. So let's get to that later then. So you're there for 3 months. What was your biggest lesson you learned in Tracy and reception?
Shit was about to get real.
Okay, so you learned like this is grown man stuff. This is in county.
Like dudes in
You're not
here
gonna
ain't
be
playing.
9 people
No.
in a cell drinking no more. Yeah, this ain't juvenile hall. You don't got 30
Fun
second
time's
fights.
over,
Yeah.
basically.
Fun time is over. Yeah.
So, yeah, once I hit Tracy, it was like we hit the yard. Tracy's yard is intimidating.
So we were on upper yard first, right?
No, I'm talking about in Tracy. We were on the big yard.
Okay, yeah.
And Tracy, they got a gunner, I don't know,
Yeah.
like 200 feet in the air.
Yeah,
Middle
yeah.
of the yard, huh?
And it just, I remember just looking up there like, man, they will pluck us like birds from that tower.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first time, I seen a removal in Tracy, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
The woods in the workout area.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the first time I was like, well, bet you wish you would have got away. And I remember from that day on, I was like, better him than me.
Mm-hmm.
And that was always my analogy. It's better him than me.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And I was like, I'm never going to be at the receiving end of a knife.
Right.
Like, that's not an option.
Right. So you go to High Desert and you end up in the same place he was at, High Desert Sea Yard. And what was your experience like there?
I had already kind of like knew what to expect because you and the homie, well, used to be homie, were there. And plus sitting in Tracy talking to a lot of homies, I already kind of knew what to expect.
Yeah.
And so I already knew I was gonna get walked around like a puppy dog.
Right. All the good stuff.
Yeah, all the fun stuff. And so I wasn't like too shell shocked when I hit High Desert. I pretty much fell in suit pretty quick.
Good.
And just I didn't have too much.
You were always very chill, bro, on the yard. You were always very like whereas I had kind of like a
chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, I had a little chip on, especially at the real beginning. You know what I'm saying? I really did. And I'm from a smaller neighborhood, and I always felt like I had to prove myself. I went through all that stuff in county. I had, whereas you were just kind of chill. You weren't really tripping. It was kind of things were what they were. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So how long were you in High Desert?
I was in High Desert for 10 years. From did I hit High Desert 2000?
Mm-hmm.
No,
and we got shipped.
Not 2000.
We got shipped to. Yeah, it was about 2001.
No, yeah, like 2001 or
late 2001, and then me and you went together to open up B Yard with 38 other homies.
Yep.
Yep. And then,
and then
how long were you on B Yard?
I was on B Yard for a couple years.
Yeah.
And then they put a bogus ass knife case on my cellie, so it took us both to the hole, and then we got kicked back out to C Yard.
Yeah. And
I stayed there until 2009.
Right. And without saying the group segment, right, we had issues with another group segment over there.
Yeah.
And you kicked it off over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the other group segment. You know what I'm saying? So what was that like? Your first real battle?
Is the leading up to it was the nerve-wracking part.
Yeah.
It's like I was a MAC rep, so I was a walker and talker. So we're going to, all these doors. I'm telling you, everybody, it's all good. And I know damn well it's all good. It's not going to come out the program.
Yeah.
So, and, I was hella cool with the dudes And so it was like kind of
The other group segment?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we're walking and talking. We're all lying to each other's face because they're intending
ready
to do the
to,
same thing.
Yeah.
They were planning on doing it in one building, and we just did it before them.
Yeah.
So if we wouldn't have hit them that day, they were going to hit us the following day.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody knew it was coming. I actually ended up involved on a fluke because I wasn't even supposed to be out.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the little homies had like 7 years. I'm like, get him out of there.
Yeah.
Like, I already got life. What difference does it make? And it was something that couldn't be prevented. We tried. And it was going to go down regardless.
Yeah.
So when we went full throttle.
Yeah.
And I was like, if my life's on the line, everybody's is, because I'm not going to lose.
Right. But you always think that until you get to that point, right? Because it's a different thing when weapons are involved. You know what I'm saying? What was your mind like 10 minutes before?
Failures are not an option.
Not losing this motherfucker.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
And the cold part is like right when it kicked off, because the state boots, they're slippery.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So when I went after dude, I slipped and I dropped the thing.
Oh.
And I seen him going for it, and I was trying to get up and go for it, and he ran and like the Street Fighter kicked me, boom, in the chest. I slid like 6 feet back, and I swear to God, like at that point, something in me clicked. I was like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I was mad, and then I hopped up, and it just went down. And that, even though we came out on top, that was the worst day of my life.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
So
you ended up, everything went cool though, right?
Yeah, I didn't get hurt. None of the homies got hurt. Everything was cool, right? But as everything was going down, you're not paying attention to the gunshots, and it's inside the building, so block rounds are flying everywhere.
In a 180 yard, so it's just a couple cells. It's 24 cells. Right?
Yeah. No, 12.
12 on top and bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so you hear the rounds binging off the doors, doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
Boom, doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
And when they started spraying, at first you don't realize it until your lungs collapse. Mm-hmm. You can't see nothing. And then the worst part was when everybody got down, it was just my luck. I was in an entire puddle of it in front of the section. And they left me there for about a good 30, 45 minutes. Cooking.
So that was the first time you ever caught some OC spray?
Yeah. And I remember just sitting there thinking, I didn't sign up for this shit.
Hey, shout out Matt for the $2. Hey, we'll take questions in a little while.
Nobody ever mentioned this part.
Yeah.
They said we was going to fight. They didn't say nothing about being cooked alive by some chemical warfare.
Yeah.
So that was like, and then I was like, man, I ain't never getting sprayed again. This is bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Got to Salinas Valley, and I think I was on the yard for like 4 or 5 months, and boom, right back to the whole same thing in visiting.
Yeah.
Maced again. Yeah. I was mad as
yeah, this time in visiting, it was dropouts because of how they had the program over there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of got away with that one. I still went to the hole, but even squad was like, he shouldn't even be going to the hole. You guys messed up.
Yeah.
So, but they still took me to the hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, and that's a real mace. That's not pepper spray.
No,
it's
a oil-based mace made out of MK. It's called MK9.
Yeah, I got sprayed with that.
Yeah,
I got sprayed with that before. That's pepper spray ain't nothing compared to that.
I love pepper spray compared to
yeah,
because like sitting in the hole, like even after like the second, third day, if you try to like go to sleep like this, everything hurts. It just burns and burns and burns for like 4, 5, 6 days.
Yeah.
You take a shower, boom, it's back on fire.
Like little man's first burn.
Yeah, so I think the worst thing about being in prison for me was being maced. Like that was torture.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't sleep. And then homies don't care. Yard, let's work out.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup. So right when you start working out, the minute you start perspiring, hell on earth again.
Yeah, it turns right back on.
Right back. It's like I don't know who created that shit, but they were a mad scientist. Like, it don't actually harm you, but it is torture.
So after the first one, did you view prison differently after having been involved?
Not really. I mean,
It didn't really
because I
change
was
your
always like
perspective at
kind of emotionally detached from everything.
Yeah.
Because one thing, like going in, I always told myself, no matter what, I'm not gonna let prison change me for the worse.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, whatever comes, we're gonna deal with it. But I'm not gonna allow it to callous me.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to block. I mean, yeah, I blocked a lot of stuff out. Just like I just emotionally would not let it affect me.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you start like dwelling on stuff in there or feeling guilty, it's gonna deteriorate you mentally.
Yeah. And emotionally. Yeah. And I think that's what institutionalization is. And plus, you're one of the lucky ones that really had your family with you, like for the whole. Did they treat you different after the stuff?
My wife had a lot of questions, but no, she
Yeah.
I explained what I could, and she understood to an extent.
Yeah.
But
It's a weird
of
line to
course,
walk, huh?
Like, we never told my mom like
Yeah.
really what really happened. Hopefully she's not watching this.
Yeah. Oh, still she has no idea?
No.
Oh, wow.
She knows I went to the hole.
Yeah.
We aired it out.
Yeah.
Sorry, moms.
Yeah.
So, like, because I never really like talked to people about stuff like that.
Right,
Other
yeah.
than my wife, she was like the only person I ever really confided in
Yeah.
with stuff.
Yeah.
So,
So Salinas Valley, that was a different animal too, right?
Salinas Valley.
Way different than high desert,
Yeah.
right? So you're locked down, but somehow it feels like there's more freedom, right?
Yeah, because everything floats through Salinas
Everything.
Valley.
So it's a whole different. We're not going to talk about the ins and outs, the technical aspect of what Salinas Valley is, but at the time, Salinas Valley was there was a
lot of corruption.
lot of corruption there. Yeah, we'll just say that. That's a good way to put it.
So things were readily available.
Yeah, and it changed financially how a lot of homies live their life, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
got comfortable.
Right.
Cell
So-
phones, every
Yeah.
other thing you
So
wanted.
what you do you remember the day you what did you feel like when you first got your hands on a cell phone in prison? Because it had to be about like 2013, 2012, right?
It was, when did I hit Salinas Valley? No, like 2011, because I
Okay.
went to the hole in 2009 in High Desert, got an 18-month shoe, sat in Z unit, went to Corcoran. So yeah, about 2011, 2012.
Right.
So I hit Salinas Valley, and same day I got there, the minute they found out, oh, you're Whoop-de Whoops, Cody, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to
'Cause I
call
had
your
just-
family?
did I just
Yeah,
leave?
just left.
So yeah.
And so they knew exactly who I was the day I pulled up. So
Yeah.
I was like, here, call your family.
Yeah, nice.
I was like, hey, it's
I'm
not
glad I could
working.
do that for you, homie. You're welcome.
He's like,
You're welcome.
Right? He's like, hey, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm telling the homie it's not working. He's like, what do you mean? It was just working. I was like, I'm pushing the green button to turn it on. He's
Yeah.
like, no, you got to push the red button. I ain't never
Yeah.
touched phones
Yeah.
since like
You never- we
96
never
when they had
saw
a
a
big
cell phone.
Motorola
Yeah.
flips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's showing me how to do
Car
it.
phones.
Yeah, so I try to call her and
Yeah.
she don't answer. So I'm like, why she ain't answering? She didn't know the number, right?
Right.
So he's like, text her. And I'm like,
Text her.
He's like, send a text. I'm like, fuck's a text? What do you mean?
Yeah.
And then he started showing me, man, I'm like,
Ding,
damn.
yeah.
You got to do it 3 times.
Yeah. Think 3 times.
Oh,
I remember
So
the
he's
old
like-
Yeah.
so the kid's looking, because this kid's only like 19, right?
Yeah.
I'm already in my 30s. He's looking at me like, dude,
Are you
you never
30s?
used this. Yeah.
In 2012?
We're 46 now.
Oh,
You're supposed to say that.
yeah. No,
Hold
that's
on,
good.
just put it all on blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
like 30 back
Yeah,
then.
okay, that
right?
makes sense.
So he's looking at me like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, were you buried under a rock? I'm like, bro, we don't got phones in High Desert. You barely could get a visit. to the
Jesus,
phone
yeah.
call. So
Lucky if you get your full canteen or package.
yeah, so he was like, so then he like showed me how to do it, and I remember when I first started using a cell phone, like it used to give me the worst headaches on earth.
Oh, for real?
wow.
Why?
I think because of like the sound waves, or I don't know what it was, but he was like, nah, you'll get used to it. And I did eventually, but like for the first like week or two,
Yeah.
I used to get migraines every time I used it.
Yeah. Did you use it a lot in Salinas Valley?
Yeah, every chance I got.
So how do you think that affected your relationship with your family and your program overall?
Oh, for sure kept it way stronger
Mhm.
because, able
It
to
added a
talk
level,
every
right? It
day.
added an element.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. She used to look forward to the phone calls. Then we got addicted to cell phones, and it was like we wanted the phone everywhere we went.
Right.
And then came the family visits, and the cell phones messed up the family visits. So it was like, okay, either you stop using the cell phones or you stop getting family visits.
Yeah. So we knew at the time you were a super porn addict, right? So
I had all the bugs,
Right.
everything.
Did you have one
Penthouse
buff
letters.
arm?
Yeah,
Could you do one arm pull?
Still do. No.
Yeah. So you're in Salinas Valley. You got the cell phones. It literally changes your life,
Yeah.
right? That shit changed your life, right? You became like really a different dude. So, how long were
I
you
was
in
cupcaking.
how long were you in Salinas Valley?
So I was in Salinas Valley for like 3 months, and then I ended up going to the hole for battery on an inmate and the visiting
Yeah.
because they left 2 DOs out there.
Yeah.
And then I got out the hole, and out of nowhere they were like, "Hey, you want to go to New Folsom?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
I was already there. So at the time in
Yeah.
Salinas Valley, the DOs and the Bulldogs shared a yard, shared the small side.
So no, so I was on D
one
yard.
block.
No, so I was
Yeah.
on D yard, and we had I think it was 7 block.
Yeah.
And then like the lower yard, they had EOPs, DMH, which is the Department of Mental Health. EOPs, I forget what EOP was, but then they had 7 block, which was all active,
Mhm.
and then they had 8 block, which was I think S and Y at the time.
Mhm.
But they would send us all out, and then the Bulldogs were all on 1 through 4 block.
That's visiting. They would send you all out, not in
visiting,
not in yard.
No, so y'all, when we would go to yard, it would only be our building.
Right, and it would be an hour.
Nah, we get regular
You
yard.
get 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other buildings would. Some of them didn't get yard. Period. Or no, I think 8 block was the whole overflow,
Yeah.
and it was all weird.
Right.
But but when we'd go to visiting, they would send everybody out there.
Yeah.
So like on C yard, the way they did it is they would like on Saturday 1 week they would call the Bulldogs first, then the Southsiders, then the homies, and they would rotate it so everybody get equal time, right? Well, for whatever reason on D yard I don't know if they were sleeping that day or what, so they decided they was just gonna call everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
So one of the dudes, and technically I didn't have to do anything because it was still visiting. I could have been like, oh, well, it was visiting. I'm not going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when we were sitting and visiting, the dude looks at me and he goes, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You better hope they don't let these visitors out.
Yeah.
Sure enough, I told the homie, I said, last visitor walks out, I'm getting on this dude.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to get the big one, you get the other one.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. Well, once I got on dude, the other dude, he sprinted up out of there. He was like, nope.
Right? Yeah, the other DO, yeah.
He was like, that's why I locked it up. I'm not getting involved in y'all. So I think I got hit with a baton. I don't know how to bruise on my side like this.
Yeah.
It felt like my hip was broke.
Yeah.
And then I got maced, and it lasted all of, I don't know.
Right, visiting, they're all right there, all this.
Yeah. So
the for everybody out there, it wasn't a 50-50 yard. It was like a basically a lockdown yard or segregated program yard. You know what I'm saying? To where only one block essentially would come out at a time. So there was no access to nobody else. Yeah. Whereas on the 50-50 yard, they crack you open and they have you all out there. So the so-called GPs and the SNYs, which are all SNYs, but the so-called GPs that were out there were integrated. This was not that. It was there was no way to get at these dudes. They would have a full block of actives, a full block of EOPs, a full block of whatever else, and they were just that's how that program played out. So we had homies out there. The Southsiders had homies out there, the whites, etc. You know what I'm saying?
So after that happened in Salinas Valley, they changed the visiting, and only 7 block can go to yard on either Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody else would.
So you guys were relegated to 1 day a week.
Yeah, because of what I did.
Yeah.
And homies were not happy with it.
Yeah, I'm sure. So from Salinas Valley, you end up in New Folsom.
Yeah.
And we were still on a small lockdown, and that's basically where we all come together. So just real quick, my juvenile hall experience, was different than yours a little bit.
You was wilding out.
I was wilding out. So I was taking off on people, I was just doing the most. I was trying to make a point. I went to county jail, essentially did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I went to the hole 16 times for fights. I didn't have family visiting me. I didn't get a lot of letters. Just my homies from the neighborhood would come visit me. Really, that's all that. All I had was my homies, you know what I'm saying? So my mind state was
my wife
Jess
like,
would, Jess would come see me, and also your sister would come see me.
Yeah.
Right? That was really it. That was really only his family would come see me. You know what I'm saying? So I just was turned up. And that's not to brag. I hated jail. I hated juvenile hall. I hated prison. I hated all of it. Right. But I just was trying to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? I had a different kind of way I was programming. You know what I'm saying? I grew up boxing. I had pretty much hands. I lost a couple fights, but for the most part, I won damn near everything. And it didn't matter their size. It didn't matter nothing. I was taking off first, and that's not me bragging. That's just real shit. People that did time with me know. You know what I'm saying? Like and when I went to prison, I had that. I went to the whole lot, and so my mentality over the years was changing. You know what I'm saying? But even to this day, he has to tell me how long I was in county. You know what I'm saying? Like he has. I don't remember. I'm just like, I don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you had like a lot of pent up aggression? Because
hell yeah, he still does.
I still do. Right, and I actively stop myself from doing a lot of this stuff. Like if you've been around me, I take off out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to
He's
stop
a snap case when it comes.
I try to
certain
stop
things.
that now. You know what I'm saying? I try to be cool now. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking 46. You know what I'm saying? But I feel certain ways, and my recent trips out of state with the homie has been really kind of like, it's really been like and
Humbling.
Yeah. Like, okay, I got an opportunity here if I fuck this off, right? And I'm hella old doing this shit. Damn, you know what I'm saying? So county jail, I do my county jail time like that. You know what I'm saying? Meet a couple girls, start to learn that relationships probably aren't the best thing in prison. I start to take advantage of a lot of girls. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how I did my time for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have cell phones. I went to Tracy for my thing. I was only there a couple days. I saw my first pegada, and it was I saw I didn't see the actual pegada, but I saw a dude run out and end up running into R&R with his whole thing split open. And remember when I seen you guys in the actually I don't think you were there.
I hadn't got there.
When I took a piss in the thing, see my other co-defendant, seen a bunch of homies, and it was like I just kind of felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Then I was only there for a little bit, shot to fucking high desert, and the first big guy that I seen dude's stomach come out on Sea Yard at the chow line, right, with a sword. Dude stuck it in there, yanked it out, so there was one group segments tables right here. You stood in line right here. There was a group segments table right here, and then our tables, right? So like I'm walking with a homie from Salinas, and I had already been told it was gonna, right? So I was already right, and then when it happened, we just kept walking, act like nothing happened because they didn't call the yard down. Dude slid off, tossed the thing over the wall, you know what I'm saying? And dude walked to the tower holding his intestines, right? And the tower told him, "Get away, get off the red line, get off." and he was like, "No, wait." And then he was like, "Oh, get out. Right? And so then it was like, okay, yeah.
Shit is real.
Yeah, no, it was, his guts was in his hands, bro. Like, legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at first you like looking at it like,
is this real?
Yeah, like, what the, is that horse intestines?
Facts.
Yeah.
I've seen that shit. That shit happens a lot, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So that was the first one I seen, and then I knew fighting is one thing, right? Fist fight, anybody can fist fight. Is nothing. When you start knife fighting like some gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? It, man, you know, and smile in your homie's face, and then
Right before you do it.
right before you do it, that's a whole different mentality,
Facts.
right? So I still kind of had a chip on my shoulder. Something happened with the group segment where I got checked, right? I got checked by the homies about it, right? I still got a scar on the side of my head. Not like a check out. I wasn't stabbed. It was an accident that happened on the yard, and I punched somebody, right? I ended up punching somebody after the side of my head got cut, right? By my own sunglasses, right? So it was an accident. He did an accident. He was playing handball,
It was a reaction.
right? And he accidentally hit me, and then I took off on him. But how the homies reacted so quickly, right? He was able to separate, and who dude ended up later being my celly,
Yeah.
right? He fell
Contain
off.
the situation.
Yeah, and he was able to isolate me, contain the situation, go politic it out. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't blow the yard up. You know what I'm saying? And that, which is an anomaly. It doesn't happen a
Right.
lot, and people might not believe me, but it's absolutely 100% true. He knows about it. Everybody that was there knows about it. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. We go to B yard,
Yeah.
right? We open up B yard. I'm there for like 11 days, about 11
Oh,
days.
was it that quick after?
Yeah, I just was there quick. So we were on lockdown first couple of days when they put the bars and the tables in, remember? And then we had the spread, and then fucking I had about like 4 yards after that. And then all together.
No, because didn't you go to visiting a couple times with us?
One time, but we were on lockdown. We had just got there. On B yard? They're tripping.
Oh, no. You were
Yeah.
going to visit with us on CR.
Yeah.
I'm tripping, yeah. Okay,
So-
yeah.
So and then I did my first big ala. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to say about that was, and I hate prison. I'm not glorifying it, but you never really know what you're
Gonna do
gonna
until
do.
it happens.
When the homies first asked me, I was on C yard, and I shook, right? Like I was shaking.
Yeah.
You know, I'm writing a letter or whatever I was doing, and my celly seen it, and my hand was shaking. Right? He's like, "Oh, what, you scared? You scared? Blah blah blah." Right? And so that put another chip on my shoulder, right? Because I was scared, right? But I ended up later finding out everybody's fucking scared.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're scared. It's what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then I ended up doing the first one, and I was covered in blood from head to toe. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of got a reputation after that, right? Like homies kind of dealt with me different after that, because before then I talked different. I was sagging, all this stuff. Yeah. So like homies kind of dealt with me a little bit different after that. And I kind of changed when I went to the hole back there and on D yard, because that was before Z unit was in High Desert.
Yeah.
So it was,
That's where they built it.
yeah. So it was D yard was the hole over there, and fucking
B7 and 8.
yeah. So 6, 7, and 8, and it changed my whole perspective. We had group yards, so we were just locked in this little thing with at the time was CC3 yard with the blacks and homies, and that was just everything after that, bro. How I programmed, how I dealt with people, how I carried myself, everything after that changed. It wasn't even the shoe, because in the shoe for a lot of the time, because I went to Cork and Shoe after that, for a lot of that time, there wasn't a lot of homies where we was at. I went to the validated. Yeah, I went to the validated. I wasn't validated. It was just a housing thing, right? So they were either going to keep me in a law library, literally, right? Me and the other homie, they're going to keep us in a law library to sleep in the fucking law library, or they're going to send me to the validated block, right? So they sent me to the validated block, and I was there for maybe 4 days. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to where I went to, you know what I'm saying? And there was really no homies. It was at the time there was no homies, you know what I'm saying? But this was right after the cockfights,
Yeah.
right? So where they used
Gladiator days.
Mm.
gladiator days, right? So when they used to pop the homies out with all these other group segments,
Known enemies.
right? And they would just get off, and then basically the winner they would pop, you know what I'm saying? So
Lose all the way.
yeah, so you losing either way, and so that was the first. And then I went to the shoe. Then they sent me back to High Desert, and there was a sweep. There had just been a sweep of the homies for a validation sweep, right? So we were so deep back there in the hole. My experience back there was way different. You know what I'm saying? But High Desert didn't want me because I had just got off,
Yeah.
right? So they sent me to New Folsom the first time. This was in like 2004, and then that's when we were on the small side, right? We had a weird program, and so I started doing the paperwork to get us the big yard over there, right? So I'm in the court case. Me and another homie who's a good dude. He's been deported since. And another dude who fell off were the three dudes who were in the class action suit against the administration there,
Yeah.
right? And we ended up winning, right? And so we won it. And then the warden at the time said, put a memo in all the buildings on the small side saying we're not letting you guys out basically until Governor Schwarzenegger makes us sign the papers,
Yeah.
right? So, which is right. That so then we amended our thing to because he's violating a court order, right? So did that, and they validated my homie. They planted a knife on the other dude who fell off, who was my cellie at the time, and they sent me down to Calipatria. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was in Calipatria, something happened. I ended up in the hole there for a year,
Mhm.
right? And they tried to validate me down there, right? But I'm a legal beagle, right? So they I used to write a bunch of 602s,
Yeah.
right? Because it was a deportation spot, right? So like a lot of homies would go there and would just
Waiting
get
to
sent right to the
deported.
hole,
Yeah.
right? So that didn't happen to me because they were trying to get me to roll it up. They were
Yeah,
trying to put
facts.
pressure on me to roll it up. But the homies that would be back there was no reason for them to be back there because they had a Pisces yard, basically, right? So I pushed the paperwork to get the homies the regular yard while they were there until they ended up going to what's called Central,
Mhm.
right? Which is the spot that you get actually cross the border from.
Yeah.
So they ended up trying to validate me, pulled me in the office at like 8 o'clock at night, and it was IGI in there, right? And they were like, we're just gonna take pictures of your tattoos. I was like, you can't take pictures of my tattoos,
Right.
right? Like you got to show me in the Title 15 where it says,
Did you have to?
yeah. And they said, oh, you got to all inmates will follow all staff lawful orders, right?
That's not lawful.
That's not lawful, right? Right. So I'm not stupid, dude. So I'm in shackles. I'm in the hole. So there wasn't no just squabbing. You know what I'm saying? So
And CDCR, they gonna do what the fuck they want.
right.
Whether
So
we
he's
like
like,
it or not.
I'm gonna call the warden. If the warden says we're taking pictures of your tattoos, we're taking pictures of your tattoos. So he goes for like a minute, supposedly calls the warden, comes back, and they cut off all my clothes with scissors. So in all my pictures, I'm naked and there's big old buff white dudes like turning my body around, taking pictures of my tattoos. Right. So all I did was take those pictures they gave me in the thing, attach them to a 602, and then be my validation. And they sent me to from there. They sent me to Salinas Valley, right? And Salinas Valley, we were on lockdown, right? There was mutts over there, so it's war, right? It's cracking, right? So so uh I didn't actually get a chance to get off on those dudes. I ended up blasting my celly, you know what I'm saying? And then from there I wasn't there very long. I was there a little over a year, right? Just about a year. And then I went to um the shoe again. I went to Corker Shoe. My shoe experience there was a little bit better. And then I went to um New Folsom, and again, that was my second time there. And then you ended up pulling up over there. That was about 2011, 12, right?
No, I don't.
Something like that. That was the first time I seen a cell phone, right? And
Was it when I was there already?
yeah, I think because you
Oh, yeah,
pulled up before
Yeah, I was there before you.
before Fat Dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Before right.
Yeah, I was there.
When they start, so the Ashker agreement happened right around that time, and our program out there changed, right? And so it was easier for us to get the big yard because at the time we were still on the small yard over there doing that program, so it was easier for us to get the program over there.
Facts.
Salute, brother.
Salute.
Salute.
because the Ashker Agreement basically says there's an end of hostilities,
Yeah.
right? So it was weird. It was this weird time when it first started, and people talk about it all the time on here about, oh, fucking blah blah blah. Why don't you guys get along? Because you guys are getting along. It's it's not really like that. So, ooh, that one was kind of rough. So, from New Folsom, we were figuring out the program now.
Yeah.
Right? It was different. Everybody was figuring out the program. But I think especially us.
Yeah.
Right? It was way different for us.
Yeah, because we hadn't been on the big yard in years.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody was so nervous around us.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember that the day we went out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was
And
like
we were
7.
kind of the like nobody knew what to expect from us because we had been getting off. The homies at the time were running out,
Yeah.
right? Running out to the not rolling it up, but we're running onto the big side to get off on the suckers.
And like during visiting
Yeah.
too, if you
Yeah.
catch them in the rotundas.
Catch them in the rotundas
Yeah.
visiting. The homies were blasting
Yeah.
a lot of people. So this was ongoing all the way up until the Ashker Agreement.
Yeah.
Right? So they didn't really know what what to expect from us. And to be fair, the Southsiders did a couple things, but they weren't as many as we were because our program was shit over there.
Yeah.
And none of the homies wanted to be over there really. It was weird as fuck, right? So
Everybody was having tension towards each other.
right, we
because-
started
Couldn't
eating
get
on
no jobs
Yeah.
like that and shit. Like
we didn't have jobs, we didn't have programs.
education was weird.
We ended up getting the first programs. Remember in the rotunda, we got the music class, we got the fucking all the little stuff like that. We started getting little stupid programs over there, right? I was a tutor in poetry, and music theory, and in bridging, right? And there was some other stuff going on. It was just a weird situation, right? And then I was there for what, like 2-3 years? But I'd already started the juvenile stuff in my shoe term before.
Yeah.
So I was already telling you, bro, we're getting out.
Yeah.
Right? And this dude did not believe me for nothing.
I remember
was
that.
like, dude.
Remember you were
Well, at
cells
first
down?
I did, and then when it fell through and it got denied in
Kept
the
falling
courts,
through, yeah.
and you were still like, "We're going home." I'm like, "Dude, we're not going home. Get over it."
Yep.
Yeah, because you were what 2-3 cells down from me.
Yep.
When we were in 7 block, and then remember you were a porter too.
Yeah.
So we'd always chop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
So that's where I was. Like I was on some, I'm not gonna stop salving it out. I'm with all the stupid stuff, but I'm gonna get out. I just maintained that mind state. I kept studying, I kept staying right. And it's
He kept
that
telling my wife, "We're coming home. We're coming."
Manifestation.
She was like, "I'm so
manifested.
tired of hearing this, dude."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Aren't you glad I didn't stop though?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now I am.
Yeah, so I kept pushing it, and then it gets granted, right? The juvenile stuff gets granted, and then I go on another one, right? And that one was pretty awesome,
I remember that.
right? So you guys both see me get busy right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Seen his eyeball hang out.
Right. So it's horrible, and I hate that part of my life, right? And I don't want to glorify it, but it was important to me to know that even when I still do what I need to do for my brothers. You know what I'm saying? For the people that have been with me this whole time, that have carried me through the last 20 something years. You know what I'm saying? I knew at the time it was just about 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Because I did about 5 in the shoe, right?
Yeah.
No, it was like 16 years, 17 years, something like that. I don't know. I
It was a
remember.
lot of years.
It was a lot of years, right? But I just knew, like, I'm not gonna. This is what it is. I'm not gonna be one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not gonna say I was happy to do it, but when it was all said and done, like I know, like I understand that it could when something needs to get done, and it doesn't have to. It's not always gonna be violent, but like I'll do what I need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's hard work, if it's fucking cleaning up shit, if it's whatever it is, I'll do whatever I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I know that about myself now because of that thing. You know what I'm saying? So boom, go to the shoe. The shoe was way different, right? Because at that point there was so many SNYs,
Yeah.
right? So we
It
had
had
like
gotten bad.
literally we had like I was in A section. I was in 4A one right, right? So they had this high power PC program, right, in A section, which is where that dude with the Nazi sign in the middle of his head,
Oh, Charles Manson.
Charles Manson, was there.
He's
So
a little bitty dude too.
yeah. So
you would be like,
if you guys
"Yeah,
do your
boy, ain't
research,
nothing."
if you guys do your research, Charles Manson was blasted in the shoe. And everybody was like, how did he get blasted in the shoe? They had this weird program that was like for high power PCs. You know, while we were all on Cage Yard, right? The high power PCs had like this weird like
They were trying to
chicken
like,
pin, really.
integrate them.
Now they weren't trying to so they had like this weird like chicken coop type
It was a big
yard.
yard.
Yeah, it was a bigger yard, but it was a cage yard, and it was like they had like a basketball court there, and maybe about like 4 feet of grass that surrounded it with the pull-up bar and they all shared the stupid thing in a water fountain and a bathroom, right?
Yeah, well, because they had made an argument that they were in there against their will because they were like, basically they tried to argue they were like political prisoners because they didn't do nothing to go to the shoe.
Right.
Like Charles Manson never got in trouble.
Yeah.
They put him there because of his life being in danger.
Yeah.
Same thing with that other dude that locked it up. So they had filed a case that they were being deprived of everything from the main line.
Yeah, but you know what was weird? Why didn't they just give him group yard? Because in Corcoran they have the split group yard.
Because CDC was arguing them being together would put each other's lives in danger.
They were all out there together. I seen it. Like I'm like,
and that's how he ended up getting stabbed.
Well, and that wasn't the
prove their point.
And that wasn't the only stabbing I seen over there.
Yeah.
I seen an OG, one of them, and an OG, right? And they got busy and patched each other up. 100%. I seen that with my own eyeballs.
Yeah.
Right. So it was all on the yard. It was just a couple boop, 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 boop. If you blink, you missed it. Right. But then it was like, oh, it was the weirdest stuff. I swear to God. But there was as far as the cage yard where we was at in B section, there wasn't a lot. Right. So it was me. It was a couple keyways, a couple white dudes who ended up tweaking and rolling it up, and Cellas Outsiders, and that was it in the whole section.
Yeah, I remember when I was in Corcoran, I was in a section by myself for like 2-3 weeks. And a cell open, homie was by himself. They're like, hey, you want a celly? I was like, I don't care either way.
Yeah, I couldn't have a celly. Yeah. I didn't have a celly for 10 years. You were my first celly.
I know.
Right. So that's what I was getting.
We had to go to war with the damn counselor over it.
So I get out the shoe. I go to which also that shoe time, because there was I had the TV, right? Yeah. But other than that, I was just studying. I read a lot. I really do read a lot. Yeah. And so I think
most of us did though.
I read a lot. Time. Yeah, read a lot. Draw a lot, you know what I'm saying? And then I got out the shoe, and I ended up back with you guys, which was a blessing. It was genuinely like a blessing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get a celly, right? Yeah. My 10 years was up, right? My 10 years of not having a celly was up. So me and you was right there. We started pushing the issue, and they originally, when we first started pushing the issue, wanted to separate us. Or when I first came out of the shoe, they wanted to separate us, right?
No, when we hit so when we hit High Desert, me and old boy had to sign a chrono. They said we were enemies.
Well, I signed that same chrono, but I'm talking about New Folsom. When in New Folsom, you were coming out the shoe the first time, and they were like, Martinez is coming out the shoe. We're gonna send you. And I was like, wait a minute, Martinez's family is the only person that the only people that visit me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no problem with.
Well, because originally when I landed, they said, we can't house you. You got a known enemy on this yard.
Right, they I was like, put us as enemies.
So I was sitting there racking my brains for the longest, and I'm like, both the dudes I just left, they were in Corcoran and Salinas Valley that are on my enemy list. Mm-hmm. And
so and let me just break it down. Enemy list is a victim. So
Yeah.
enemy list is a direct victim or somebody that told on you and they're protecting, right?
So I already knew where they were. So I was like, who the hell could? And then it dawned on me in High Desert, I had to sign
The
one.
chrono, yeah.
So then I
And
was
so
like,
she
hold
came
on.
and told me, right?
Well,
She was the
I
first one that
told
came and told me.
because IGI came to talk to me, and I was like, "Are you guys saying whoopty whoop?" Because I know such and such is here, and they're like, "Yeah." Well, at first he wouldn't tell me,
Mhm.
and then I was like, "Look, if that's who it is, just look at his visiting list."
Right.
My wife just came to visit him last weekend,
Yeah.
and they were like, and dude was like, "Well, if that's true, I'll be back, and you guys can sign a chrono."
Boom.
He goes, "But if it's not, you're getting shipped out."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
So
And they
he
told
went-
me I was getting shipped out.
They were telling me the
Oh,
same
you
Yeah.
thing.
guys were both gonna get shipped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ultimately, he ended up bringing the chrono while I was still in reception,
Yeah.
and I signed the chrono, and they finally let us out
He
to the
said,
yard
boom,
together.
we're out there together. I ended up bouncing, right,
Yeah.
on the thing, came back. 10 years is up, right? I need to get a celly, right? I'm like, man, I'm trying to get you. We already got the
Yeah.
case cracking. My case is still going cool. You know what I'm saying? The felony murder roller just changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to switch some stuff up on the appeal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everything just worked out perfect. He ended up helping me get a celly, right?
Because they were tripping, and because I think you 602'd it too.
Mm-hmm.
And their argument was, well, he was about to get a celly, and then he went and stabbed somebody else on the yard.
Right.
I was like, that has absolutely
Right.
nothing to do with him having a celly. And they're like, so are you saying you'll sign a chrono and go in there with him that your life's not in danger? I'm like, nobody's life's in danger if they go in with him. And I said, well, I'll sign whatever you want me to sign.
Yeah.
Just let us become cellies. And then I forget what that female counselor's name was, but she was like, all right, let me see what I could do. And woo. I was like, look, he's my co-defendant. My family comes to visit him. Like, you really think?
Right.
And then finally she was like, look, I'm going to put my neck out on the line. She goes, honestly, I think this is a bad career move for me. She goes, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
And she goes, hopefully everything works out.
Right.
So that's how we ended up. Because I kept going to her office every day, like, what's up? What's up? What's up? Because I
Yeah.
was a kitchen worker.
Yeah.
So every day coming home from work, what's up?
Yeah.
And she was like, look, I'm working on it. And then finally she was able to get it done.
Yeah. Nice.
But it took, it was a fight because they really did not want you having a celly.
Right.
And it worked out good for the whole administration, right? Because
Yeah.
nothing happened. You
Nothing
got
happened,
moved.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So she got a little pat on the back. Okay, good call. But
Yeah. So I was your celly for a while, and
we were tattooing the hell out of each other.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everybody got jealous. Oh, you guys are getting ready to
Yeah.
go home, you're tattooing on you. We could be tattooing on us. And so basically, we got separated so
Yeah.
everybody else could get tattoos.
Right.
yeah.
So, which was cool. So
That's cool.
got to chill with a couple other homies before we left. And
Yeah.
and I'm gonna keep it 100. To the day we walked out, I didn't think we were going home.
No, you didn't.
I was like, something bad's gonna happen. They're gonna change the law. Something bad's gonna happen. Like, this is too good to be true.
Right.
And when we were sitting in that tank, my wife came, my mom, everybody came. They were all want to hug and talk. No, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
We'll
I
do
did
all this
first.
shit later.
I did first. But you know what else I wanted to say was we're all tied in for a different reason, right? Because of Crow. We
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
it on your last
Yeah.
thing, but your wife is a lifelong nurse, right? She's been
In the medical field.
in the medical field since you guys got together, really.
Yeah.
Right. And you were Crow Selly,
Yeah.
right? And I was doing other stuff, and so like when Crow was he was I got a Crow tattoo on me. Me and GB have an album called Crow. Like it was a big deal. Like Crow was like a I don't want to say mascot. That sounds derogative, right? But it really is kind of like he was abused by the system on a treatable
Still strong to the last day.
medical thing that could have been that his whole family's been dealing with, right? Just had a kid, had like 6 months to the house, and he died because they didn't want to give him one shot. You know what I'm saying? The medical staff failed that dude, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to spend the money, and all three of us really helped him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I helped him, even though it was really more you guys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely what do you guys remember about Crow?
I just remember him being a young kid and like even in the condition he was in pain every day, still came to yard.
Yeah.
Great spirit, just solid youngster. Like
Yeah.
he could have went to Susanville, but was just like, I don't want to go. Woo, woo. I should be able to get the medical attention here.
Right.
And he should have. And the kid stood
It was
strong.
one
man,
shot. All
every
he needed was
single day.
what did all he need? He needed one steroid shot.
Yeah.
Right, and it wouldn't have cured it, but it would have stopped the growth of
slowed it.
Yeah, slowed
would've
the
slowed
growth.
the
His
process down.
sister had been living with it for a long time.
Yeah, and she was just fine. But because they didn't want to give him the meds he needed, he ended
They
up dying.
killed him ultimately.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his what it was, his body was just like hardening. I
Yeah.
forget what. You remember what it was called, babe?
Scleroderma.
Okay.
Scleroderma.
So
So it's
it-
the hardening of the elasticity in your most people it starts in your hands and feet. For him, it started in his stomach.
Yeah.
Right. And so when it starts in when your stomach hardens, that means you can't eat. Right. When your lungs harden, that means you can't breathe because you need that elasticity. So where the brother Blanco came in is he helped that dude eat every single day, bathed him. It sounds weird, but
He was basically his caretaker.
he was his caretaker in the cell, and dude tried to get out of the cell, and Blanco was like, nah, bro, like because you knew if he left, nobody was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's gonna do it. And then we had a decision to make of whether or not they tricked us, and they said if the only way he's getting the shot is if he goes to the OHP on site hospital OHU on site hospital unit, and so this was like a week long decision making thing, right? He didn't want to go, right? He was on some soldier shit, you know what I'm saying? And we were like, if you don't go,
You're gonna die.
you're gonna die. Little did we know they would just not deal with him at all, and he ended up starving to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened to Crow. That's why we take that shit so
Bro,
serious.
that's sad. R.I.P. Crow. When I first
Long
heard
live
that
Crow, yeah.
story, when you told it the first time, it was just like, man, that's heartbreaking. But it just shows the canalismo that you had and the love that you have for a brother to take care of somebody, to bathe somebody, and the perseverance and the heart of that youngster to, man, I'm going to yard today. It doesn't matter. Push, pull, strive. You know what I mean? And that's the epitome of can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, shit.
When you on your deathbed,
Like
And
he
you-
was in pain every day. Like he used to have to wear these gloves because he
Right.
was just always so cold. Like if you touched him, he'd feel like a popsicle.
Yeah.
But every day he would still go to yard, still had a positive attitude.
Yeah.
Just the coolest dude I ever met. Like,
Yeah.
like if I was in that condition, I'd be one mad, angry motherfucker.
Right.
And he was his personality was always upbeat.
What was he like in the cell?
Man, it was like a bunch. It was ups and downs, bro.
Yeah.
He wanted to see his kid, and it was kind of hard, bro. I don't really like talking about it, but
Okay, you don't have to talk about it.
I remember there were some people like they'll come by and look at him because he looked different, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I would always press the issue for him. Like other group segments, sometimes I look at him, I'll go press him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you looking at the homie for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, we had there's times we wouldn't sleep, bro. Like we just chop it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And man, he was going through some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was going through it. He knew deep down inside, he kept telling me like, bro, I'm not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was disheartening, bro. Like to see somebody go through that and just trying to keep him positive all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a good dude, bro. Like a positive individual, solid. But he kept telling me like, brother, these dudes are gonna end up fucking not letting me go out. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Which is crazy because you
Yeah.
know you only had a little bit of time left.
Exactly.
Right. And then
Yeah, but I feel like when you're gonna die, you know you're gonna die.
no, I think
Like,
it's a
you can
mind thing.
feel it.
I ain't gonna lie. I think if you're like, oh man, this is gonna be it. I think it's gonna be it.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. That day that he left, that weird ass CO, that IGI dude, the dude that ended up becoming IGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch ass dude. So he came up, and then he was like, "What's up? You ready to go?" He goes, "You know, you could change your mind still, right?" And my size laser, I'll come back. And then Crow's just looking at me. He goes, "Bro, I don't want to go." And that part eats at me today too. I was like, "Bro, it's just gonna help you out, bro. Like they're just trying to help you."
You just needed a one shot.
Yeah, and
There's no way anybody could have known.
yeah, bro. So like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When he left the cell, bro, I gave him a hug. I was like, "Bro, you gonna be good." And when they told me a couple days later that he passed away, bro, like that shit fucked me up, bro.
Yeah, I bet, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was going through it for months, bro. My wife's like, you acting hella weird.
Hey,
Yeah.
could you grab that other bottle?
Hey, but one
Thank
thing that
Please and thank
that
you.
we
Please,
hear a
thank
lot
you.
about on the so-called YouTube yada
Yeah.
is that, oh, homies don't give a shit about you. They don't care about
Right.
you. If you were
That-
suffering, they
That's
wouldn't
people
do.
that ain't never been.
That's
there.
people
Finish the
that
point real quick.
yeah. So
Right.
so it's like that's for people that bring it upon themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like when I was in there, I got nothing but love from the homies.
take
You know what I'm
it.
saying? Like I never had that issue like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just people treat you how you portray yourself to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if you're a piece of shit, they're gonna treat you like one. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that use drugs on the unders and shit. You feel me? Like anybody that ever went to the side is because they did something. They got
Right.
something
Right.
coming. You feel me? Like I never been in that situation where I felt like, oh, I'm being treated a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's hardships, there's struggles, and there's good and bad. You feel me?
Right. It's
Oh,
accountability. I
Exactly.
think a lot of people going into prison, the reason they live a certain way is because they lack accountability.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get to prison, and no matter who you're dealing with, there's gonna be accountability.
Facts.
And so now this change thing makes people feel like a victim if you're weak.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but-
I think
It's like everybody that falls off, they have their reasons, they have their stories, but it's never because of something that they did wrong. You know what I'm saying? They always have
Right.
an excuse for it.
have you ever in your life since being out seen the amount and the depth of brotherhood, carnalismo, respect that you had in prison?
No.
Right. I'm not glorifying prison.
No, but in theirs, it's because the struggle that we're dealing with, the battles that we go through together, the lockdowns, suffering. Like that's one thing. One of the older homies always told me, like we suffer and celebrate together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the homies when I was at my worst, they picked me up, bro. Like they have a way with the words and like everybody's educated in there, bro. Everybody's reading books, everybody's up on their mental knowledge, right?
Right.
So the homies, like it's like we don't have PhDs or you know what I'm saying, we do go to college in there, but it's like the way we communicate with each other, everybody's very educated.
Right.
Right.
Nobody's talking to each other crazy and stuff like that. So anytime I ever dealt with a hardship, somebody was there to give me
Walk
that
you
nudge
through
and
it, yeah.
walk me through that situation and put me in the right state of mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like but I never dealt with like no like what they be saying on the TV
Right.
channels and shit.
There
you feel
are
me?
always exceptions to the rule, and I'm,
Yeah.
you know, but I think the reality is it's a lot more few and far between
Yeah.
Yeah,
than
for
then-
sure.
Exactly.
the solidarity that you see,
Yeah.
and not
Because-
just with us, with really everybody. Just people gotta, figure their lives out together. That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
And I think
Mhm.
it's important for you guys to tell your story because all you see is the bullshit lies that these
Right.
other channels tell.
It's frustrating.
And
as fuck,
and
bro.
and bro, I've never been in prison, but I know I was raised by people that came out of prison. I was like, I've never been, but I can tell you how you're supposed to program in
Exactly.
prison, not because I know firsthand, but because people that have been there firsthand told me, right? And I've seen it, and I've been to visitations,
Yeah.
right? I've seen the shit firsthand. But you see all these people that talk about it online
Mhm.
and talk about, oh yeah, you'll be there one day and everybody turns bad. I'm like, bro, that's not the majority.
That's
That's
what it
the
is.
So this is the
minority.
thing, like,
But they're just the loudest in the room.
Of
Right.
course.
so Fats watches a lot of those. I can't.
I do.
Yeah,
I do not.
Well, because he sends you
Yeah.
stuff.
I send
I
him the
hear
shit.
it.
Not.
I'm like, I can't even.
I
can't
watch
even sit
everything.
and watch it because,
Yeah.
like for me, like I said before, I'm not trying to glorify prison, but I feel like prison really made me the person I am today
100%.
Exactly.
because of all the things I went through in there, the hardships with brothers in there, and the love and loyalty. It instills a different depth of loyalty in you, and it's a strong understanding in prison that we're only as strong as our weakest link.
Yeah.
So if we let each individual fall individually, we're all going to fall collectively.
Right.
So it's like every day we strive to make sure you're at your peak performance, your best mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because if not, and something does happen, guess who's getting stabbed?
Right.
the dude behind you because your mind's somewhere else or
Yeah.
because you can't pull it together.
Right.
So it's like we have to stay on this balance.
A machine. You got to work like a machine.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah.
But it's like when you see a brother down, you got to bring him back up because that one weak link could be the reason you die on the yard.
Right.
And or he ends up doing something, locking it up, whatever. So it's like if you don't keep everybody balanced, there's too many variations that can happen.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's sitting there stressed out and broke down, not having nothing, eventually they're gonna lock it up because it's like, well, they don't care about me, so why should I
Right.
care?
Right.
And that's the thing with the homies, and I don't give a shit what anybody says on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. I know firsthand. Believe me, yes, shit does happen. People do make bad decisions. It's human nature. But like in high desert, we had a saying: if it can't be given, it can't be had. Like if you need something, I can't sell it to you. It's if I have it to give, it's yours.
Right.
Right.
It's you can't sell stuff. Now if it's something where you're gonna make money off it or something, a hustle, okay, that's different. But if you need food, cosmetics, anything like that,
Close.
you can't sell
For
it
the
to a
most part,
homie.
yeah.
Right.
Like for example, my wife used to buy me hella packages. Sometimes I get 2-3 packages a quarter. Homie ain't getting a package. Yeah, let me get my
You
package
did that a
on your
lot.
name.
You
And I
did that a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what do you need? Shoes, cosmetics, whatever, And so it's like everybody says stuff about prison. And even like when I first landed in prison, I remember my mom telling me, oh, you need to lock it up. Such and such said this. I said, man, I don't give a damn what such and such said. They're not in here. And I get things were different back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But when I was in there, I was on the yard. I knew how things were. And it was nothing but love. Like,
Yeah.
of course, I butted heads with certain homies and I couldn't stand certain homies and
Yeah.
vice versa because we have different mentalities. We have different ways of corresponding or whatever the case is. You're not going to be friends with everybody, but there was always that understanding of love and loyalty.
Yeah.
If that yard popped, we were going to put our lives on the line
All of
for
that
each
goes
other,
right out the window.
whether we liked each
Yeah.
other or not. You know what I mean? And I could hate you one day and the next day we'll be sipping moonshine together and drinking.
Like,
eating,
do you see
busting
that fool's
bread.
eye explode?
Right.
That's just like your siblings, right? Because you
Yeah.
might not get along with your brother and sister. You might say,
100%,
fuck
yeah.
my brother and sister, but let somebody else say,
Say
fuck
it
your
and
brother and
it's
sister.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a
So-
wrap. So I,
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people don't see and they don't understand. And it's good to have a different perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man, cheers.
And here's the crow.
Hey, to
Salute.
Crow.
Bro,
Hey.
salute.
Salute. Can't stop, won't stop.
Salute, salute.
Yeah, but yeah, I appreciate everybody being here.
So that was our history and all the good stuff about prison. But the reality is we all missed out on decades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kids growing up
Yeah.
every day with my
Yeah.
wife, going to stuff work
Yeah.
related.
I just don't want this to be seen as like glorifying going to prison.
Yeah.
We don't want nobody
hell
to
with
go to
prison.
prison.
No.
Yeah, we don't youngsters, man.
But you got to tell the truth about prison, right? Like just because there's you had good times in prison, right?
Yeah.
We made the
You-
best of it, bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
You made the best of something doesn't mean that you're glorifying it,
Yeah.
but you got to tell the truth. You can't just say just because you
The
decided
truth is,
to
it's
roll it
hell
up.
on earth.
It's
Definitely.
Another thing too is like for me personally, like being in a relationship, being married, like having my daughter when I was in the pen, like I mean we had cell phones and shit, but like they'll come and take them, catch
Yeah.
time for that shit. They'll take your visits. You can't get stay phone calls, right? So you get used to that, right? You get used to saying goodnight to your wife and your kids every night. They come take that phone, bro. There's times where it'll be dry after that, and you want to see another one for
Yeah.
a year, 6 months, depends, right? So you go through like a depression deep down inside, right? So later hit you at nighttime, bro. So you at night laying down, and normally I'll be telling my daughter good night, you know what I'm saying, FaceTiming her, reading a book with her, you know what I'm saying, things like that. So it hits you when you're at night,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
your bunky's asleep, you just right there, like you stay up, you by yourself and shit. So it's that feeling of like loneliness, you know what I'm saying. You got your brothers with you there, but it's different, you know what I'm saying. Like it goes back to that. Then a lot of people that were in there that would say the same thing, like, oh, bro, you get a 15-minute phone call. You know what I'm saying? Once a day. So I would always tell homies that like make sure when you get your phone call, like don't argue with your peoples. You feel me? Because there's times where like, but I didn't talk to my grandpa. He was like my father figure. You feel me? Like I got my pops and my moms, but when I was younger, he was raising me, and he passed away when I was in New Folsom, right? And I couldn't do nothing about it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to talk to him for like 15 minutes on the payphone, and I just told him like he's like I'm gonna fight this till you come home.
Boom.
And they told me he was suffering. I just told him like I'll be all right. You feel me? It's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there's that's the bad part about it is like seeing people you love pass away the older you get. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you get used to it. Not to say you get used to it like oh well it's another day, but like it happens so much.
You learn to cope.
Yeah, you learn to
Yeah.
cope with it, and then you learn to push it to the back of your mind because you have to stay
That's exactly
focused.
how I describe it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to stay focused no matter what,
Right.
because you can't veer off of that because it could cost somebody's life. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like so you just have to remain focused at all times. And I mean once I'm at Fats, bro, like I started drawing too. You know what I'm saying? Like I would see his drawings, bro, and I should trip me out. So that's like how a lot of people.
Was a mad scientist
Yeah,
with a pencil.
facts. So like, but he was talking to me, sipping coffee, not even looking at the paper. You know, so he's just talking, just keep drawing. I'm like, bro, how the hell you do that? He's like, I practice doing the like drawing without just looking at the picture without doing that. But that goes to say like, that's why like art is big in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People used to cope
Their
with the hard
escape.
times.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you put
Exercising it,
exactly.
art and reading. I
Facts.
think that was my fucking saving grace, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna ask you a crazy question. Did you have sex before you went to prison?
Yeah. Facts.
Yep.
Now some
I know you did.
some homies didn't though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
Like,
know you did. Yeah. So
Those are-
Well, you get locked up as a
Right.
kid. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of things you don't do. This
Nah, those
never
was the
drove.
homies in High Desert. I remember we thought
Well,
it was a joke.
I
right?
never had a conjugal visit.
yeah.
What was your guys' first conjugal visit like? What was your first?
It was
conjugal-
amazing.
I swear, yeah, that part. Yeah, for real. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, get over here.
shit.
Did she get pregnant right away?
No.
So man, it was a trip, bro. It's like I felt like a kid again, bro. Like I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was crazy. Like I was excited.
Hold on.
Yeah. Like I was excited too, but I was just like bro, what the fuck? Like I feel like I'm free again, bro. Like what the fuck? But then you spend it's 2.5 days, right? So you leave Friday, come back Sunday. It was different, like cupcaking, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
make movies and shit like
Yeah.
but then
That shit was
what they
crazy.
don't tell you is just the day you come back, it's a mental thing again. Like
Mhm.
you get used to that. So you come back, you're like, fuck, I'm back in the cell.
That's why for the line, conjugal visits are so important,
Yeah.
especially for lifers, because the people with the least to lose,
Facts.
right, are the most savage, homie.
Yeah.
They are the most savage. And if you could tame that beast with a little poo nanny,
Yeah.
right, with a little chonch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's
But
important?
for the homies though, I feel like lifers getting their conjugal visits back were both a blessing and a curse. Because dudes start locking it up over them visits.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Woo was about to go down. Bullshit, I got a visit coming up. I'm out.
Oh, man.
So it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
It
Right.
sucks. And like
Yeah.
me, I always look at everything, well, fuck you, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What was your
But-
first conjugal visit like?
I ain't gonna lie, I was like,
So
hell,
this is 20 years in the fucking making, right?
Yeah.
How long into your term did you finally get just naked?
like fits.
Yeah.
You remember?
What was that
So-
like for you?
So like at first I was like nervous. When I got there, I was cleaning everything. I cleaned
Yeah.
everything. I was like, fuck.
You
when
clear,
she-
yeah.
I was like, when she gonna
He
get
was in there
here?
cleaning.
Did you
Yeah.
I
Oh,
cooked,
yeah.
because the food's already in there.
Okay.
So I'm over there eating, cooking, cleaning, just waiting. When she came to that door, I was like, let's go.
Yeah, no waiting, no nothing.
Hell no.
foreplay?
She was like, babe,
Are
wait,
you
nah,
kissing her?
hell
Are you
no.
a kisser?
Oh, I was kissing. It was going down. I was just like, it was like the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Was it the best day of your life?
Yes, the answer
Probably
is
the
yes.
quickest, right?
God damn it. What's
Probably the
wrong with
quickest,
you?
right?
Hey,
Huh?
one thing I will say, right, because I used to tell her leading up to the visit, I'd be like, I'm about to give you the best 30 seconds of my life.
100%.
I lasted a minute and a half.
Bro,
Right.
hey,
right.
props for lasting a minute and a half, bro.
Right?
All
Hey,
the
but
years.
yeah, for sure, that was the greatest 90 seconds.
So,
But yeah, nah, but like, really, like when they brought family visits back, I was like, hell yeah. Because it's like we had been waiting forever. And then when it finally came, I was the first homie to get a conjugal visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Homie lifer anyway.
Yeah.
There was a lot of homies that were getting
Because we didn't
addicted.
lifers at the time didn't get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that being said, she rocked with me that whole time without family
With no
visits.
nothing. Yeah. No dong.
Hey, shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
Battery powered.
Hey, that
But yeah, nah.
because not everybody could do that,
Right.
Because that takes mental fortitude in itself.
100%.
And
To be a
I
prison
told
wife.
her, like, when I was in
generally-
partner shoe, I had accepted I'm never going home. I told her, like, just leave. Like,
Yeah.
we're not coming home.
Right.
She was like, I'm not going nowhere. She's as stubborn as I am.
Right.
She's like, I'm not going nowhere. Woo, I signed up for the long haul, and here we are.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she waited now.
There are girls like that. There are good girls.
Yeah, and both of you have them, man. And
Yeah,
props
both
to
of you
your
have
girls,
'em,
because
yeah.
I don't think the girls who stick around get enough credit.
Credit the wives generally.
Right.
No, because they're usually the quiet ones in the background that don't
Yeah.
make a riff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So shout out to all the active prison wives.
Right, and,
Shout out
and
to y'all.
respects to
If,
all
if,
of them.
if you're married to a SNY, leave them.
Yeah, because they're gonna fuck over you just like they did us.
Right, they're gonna-
Right, if they couldn't keep it solid to their
They
own,
did to us.
to their own morals, dude, they're not gonna keep it solid to you.
Right.
But I think
And
another
they're probably humping dudes.
Facts.
Or getting humped.
another thing that's overlooked is that you guys, when you come out, I mean, you're successful. You're successful. You're successful in what you do. You did in prison. You had to went through hell and back.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
three of you went through hell and back. You come out and you're able to fucking persevere. You're
Yeah.
able to succeed. What you learned in there, what was taught to you, everything that you went through, you're able to come out. Like, people often look at inmates or ex-cons
Yeah.
as savages, as criminals, as you
But
can't
that's
hire
any
them.
human's capable of anything if you put them in the
course.
right situation.
Of course,
You
But
touch
doesn't
the
prison do-
motherfuckers' kids, they'll kill you.
of course.
Yeah.
And that goes for everybody. It's just we grew up in a certain lifestyle and were forced into certain things that made that side of us come out.
Right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we had to deal with it.
Yeah.
But take certain elements away
Mhm.
and we can function just like anybody else.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course, society wants everybody to believe, oh, you've been to prison, you're a savage.
Right.
You stab somebody, you're inhuman. You can paint whatever picture you want, but the reality is anybody, if forced to, will do what they got to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And look how many dudes are getting out of prison that were on life sentences that did some fucked up shit in prison,
Yeah.
Right.
but are out here trying to help the youth, trying to do right.
That part.
You know, like me, I'm not gonna lie. When I first got out, I was like, I just want to hit the ground running. I want to get a job. She was like, look, take
Get
it
your
slow,
mind right.
get your mind right. And I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, man, I'm fine. It's not a big deal, right? But the first time I went for a walk with my kids, sensory overload set in,
Yeah.
Right.
Talk about it, bro.
and I almost
Shit.
collapsed. We were walking to the store. She was at work. And I just remember we were walking up, what was that street we lived on? Bighorn. So I was walking up Bighorn going to the gas station because the kids wanted candy or whatever. So I was like, let's just walk to the store.
Right.
I think we got maybe 200 yards from the house. And like everything just was like, wow, fucking all the colors, just everything. Like to where my knees almost buckled. I had to like kneel down. And my older son, he was like, are you okay? Should I call mom? Ooh, what's going on? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Just give me a minute. And I just remember like my brain was just like, it was like down there getting knocked out.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
like I had to shake it off.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing that I remember like that really like messed with me when I got out was I had went to the fair. And I was with
yeah.
my mom and a fight broke out. And somebody moved too fast around me and I almost fired on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom grabbed me by my shirt. She's like, what are you doing? This ain't got nothing to do with you. I was like, oh, I got too close.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like little things like that. And it took me a while to adapt to like big crowds.
Yeah.
Like even like if we go to the bar, I'm still on edge.
Yeah.
Like just because I'm like, you're too close. I know what physically you can do, how fast it could happen. So I'm always like just watching.
Yeah.
Right.
So me, I don't think I necessarily had that like to the extent you had. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a little more adaptable. I was already just in there moving around. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he came out and shot a video.
I was just just
Legit.
outside.
Legit.
Like I felt like I mean, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until the first fight, right? I broke both my hands.
Yeah.
I smashed the thing on dude.
Yeah.
Right? Like I really was like and I was like, okay, this is where my right. Me always leaving the lights off, even still. I'd be in the dark all the time. I had to learn to turn the water off. Right? That was a thing. I'll just walk away from a faucet, right, with it on, because in the pen it would just turn off. Yeah. So little stuff like that, like how I fight is different than how I think normal people fight. You know what I'm saying?
You fight like it's life and death.
Right. So I had to learn kind of like, okay,
A fight can just really be a fight.
I could just drop dude and then bam,
back up.
right? Yeah. And so this little stuff like that, which isn't a huge deal because I'm not like getting in a fight every day, right? But just that kind of thing, right? Being able to recognize, okay, I could get away with this. I don't got to fight till the police, right, catch us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's just different out here. You know what I'm saying? That kind of the little stupid stuff. How when I argue with somebody, I get quiet. Right? I don't want nobody. Right? So when I used to argue with my ex, I'd have a conversation with her like this. I'd be like, yeah. I understand what you're saying, but and I'd be in a full blown argument. The yelling, as soon as you start yelling, I'm shutting down. It turns into something because nobody yells at us in there. Right? You're only yelling when it's on. Or you're already knives are out. Something terrible is happening to a human being, right? Something terrible is happening.
That's one thing they say. You talk when you're on the battlefield.
Yeah.
You feel me? Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not arguing where other people can hear us. We just having them. So I think those little things are my institutionalization. So I want to act like I'm not institutionalized. I think I am. It's just it expresses itself a little bit different. What are some of the things that you took like that?
Same thing. Like I think I said in the other day one of my videos. Just my wife took me to the mall. She's like, we're going shopping, we're going to splurge, right?
Yeah.
But I was so paranoid, bro. Like, because mind you, in there, when somebody comes behind you, like, people don't walk behind you in prison.
Yeah.
They'd say, excuse me, coming right behind you.
Boom.
Yeah, so even the COs get paranoid in there. Like, nobody walks behind you because you know what time it is, right?
Yeah.
So, excuse me, go to the mall. Well, the first I paroled from Solano, right?
Yeah.
My last
you went to a level 3,
my last 20 days they sent me to Solano. Solid homies right there too, from level 3 yard.
Solano.
And then my peoples picked me up, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got excited. They came through. They took me to Black Bear Diner. They're like, where you want to go? I was like, I don't even care. It's anywhere close.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then but it was
spread.
It was like it was trip. Like I seen there was a cop across the street. I started getting paranoid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, there's a cop right. I started paying attention. It's like my focus was everywhere. Like I felt like I was trained military dude or something. Like it was just crazy, bro. I was paying attention to all the cars, paying attention to people. And then I'm sitting right there. I couldn't even eat, bro. I see people looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of the things I felt uncomfortable when people would stare at me. Yeah. You know what I mean? My wife would like, she'd be like, what's wrong with you? I'd be like, what's my fuck keep looking at me for? And then
and over here I'm staring at you like
But it's like bro, like it was weird. And then they got me a mimosa. I'm like, this shit tastes like Pruno. You guys ever eat this shit and start laughing? They're like, this shit tastes good. I'm like, bro, I had this shit on the yard. Fuck you know what I'm saying? So it was that day. I remember we went to my parents' house and shit, like all the family came through, bro. And it's like I hadn't talked to my pops in hella years. My mom would always come visit me. I hadn't talked to my brother since I went down.
Yeah.
Like everybody was just hella emotional, you feel me? Like they were tripping out, like they couldn't believe that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The next day, my wife's like, let's go to the mall. We go to the Great Mall. And Milpitas, that's just big as fuck.
And it's a packed mall too.
Yeah. And it was one of them days, but it was around November 9th I paroled. So like it was around like people shopping for Christmas and shit. So it was packed, bro. People bumping into me. I'm tripping. Turn around, it's like some little Asian dude, and I was about to knock him out. Dude's on his phone though, and then my wife, she just kept telling me, she's like, dude, everybody's on their phone right here. Then people don't mean nothing by it. Nobody pay attention where they're going. Right. So I just stopped. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? I just put my back in, so I was just looking around, just looking at everybody. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody's on their phone? Like, what the hell happened to the world? Everybody look like zombies, bro. Like, nobody's looking up. Everybody's just walking, looking down. I'm like,
Facing the phone.
yeah, I was
can only
tripping out,
imagine.
bro. So,
And now you're one of those people.
yeah, that part.
Yeah.
But so, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it took me a couple years to fully adapt to changes. Like when I talk to like certain homies and people thought I was weird, bro. Like different. Same thing how you said. Like when I communicate with people, anybody start getting loud, bro, I get quiet. Like,
I still do.
Yeah, like
I do too.
I
Yeah.
don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
My wife.
Facts.
Because
She
you guys
starts
are
yelling,
you
I'm
guys
out.
are different, all of you, because you went through something that no human being
Yeah.
should be going through,
Exactly.
right? Solitary confinement. That's not that's inhuman. That's inhumane,
Yeah.
So-
right?
so
All of that.
You want to hear something funny that, like, still when I wake up, that I still do to this day,
What?
and I did it a lot worse when I first got out, is I check my mouth for wheelas. Like, do I got anything? Like, if I see a cop, I'll do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Or if, like, I'll just wake up out of a dream or something, I'll be like,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
like, what the fuck?
That is true because there's times where like I'll be eating and I'll just be like, what,
Yeah.
never mind.
Did I swallow something?
I'm like, fuck, man. You drink water, be like, hold on.
Make sure I didn't swallow that.
And that's one thing about like ex-cons that people don't really get, right? Like people see the hard side, they see the crazy stuff. Y'all jokers. Y'all people
Yeah.
talk more.
So,
Right.
so
Y'all
this
talk
is
more
the
mess
thing.
than
That's the thing.
anybody
So this is
else.
the thing is you're gonna find the hardest dude on the lower levels because they're too
Right.
trying to show that they're tough.
Right.
As to where us, it's tension. You know, if that yard goes down, somebody's potentially gonna die.
Mhm.
Right.
So when it's not on, we're trying to have fun, clown around,
100%.
talk shit with the
brother.
homies. Like even a lot of my cellies would say, "Oh, you're a different person on the yard." Yeah, because on the yard, I don't know what's going on. Anything can change any given day. In the cell, I've had cells that we had talked so much shit, like we'd clown around, but we both understood and knew but we wouldn't do it on the yard.
Right.
You know, and a lot of homies would tell me, "Oh, you're a different person in the cell." I know because I'm in the confinement of my own home. I can relax, I can chill, and we'll cat out, clown around. Even on the yard, like with certain homies, we knew when to turn it off and when to turn it on.
Yup.
And we'll clown around, whatever. But the minute something would happen that would change the mood, okay, it's business now.
Yeah.
Fun time's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
And when you find those homies that you know you can do that with, it's cool.
Yeah.
And then you got homies that are just on all the time that got to be on that tough shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to deal with this shit. I'm
Let
like,
me ask you guys something. What do you guys think about COs? Because I asked that because there's a YouTuber called Bravo. What is his name?
Yeah. Fuck.
Bravo. He actually helped push the issue to stop integration, right? And so, like a lot of us were happy about integration because it was our access to get these dudes
Yeah.
finally, right? A lot of these dudes,
pedophiles and all the people that
pedophiles,
were
all these
being
dudes were
tucked
telling
away. Yeah.
ruined homies' lives, right? And told on a lot of us, and not just homies, Southsiders, whites. Like it like a lot of us on the GP lines were kind of happy about finally getting access to these dudes who right?
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
what happened when they let the Bulldogs out. Every group segment went after those
Yeah.
Right.
motherfuckers because of all the foul shit they've done
Right.
through cages. Like them dudes had no, and I'm not saying all of them because I've met a couple that were righteous human beings, but they chose their path and they had to live with it.
Yeah.
But generally, them dudes are just foul as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when
Even to
they-
each other.
Yeah, even to each other. So when they hit that yard, you seen homies hit them, Southsiders, blacks, white. There was
Right.
no holds bar on them fools.
Right. So as far as the COs, right? There are COs that just go in and do their job.
Yeah.
And
So
we're
so I have an uncle that was a CO back in the days. And my thing is there's just like in any organization, any job, any lifestyle, there's good people and there's bad people. There are some that are just there to get paid,
Yeah.
don't take their job personal. And, you know, I've met CEOs, like I met,
Are respectful.
respectful, you know, decent people, you know what I mean, with a fucked up job, but they still got to do their job.
Mhm.
So like my thing was always when I was in prison is it's cat and mouse. It's your job to catch me. It's my job to get away. If you catch me, I didn't do my job. If
Yeah.
you don't catch me, you didn't do yours.
There you go.
So it's a common understanding. I'm not mad at you for rushing my cell. It's the
Right.
way you do it.
Yeah,
Right.
Facts.
So there was an IGI dude that
Mexican dude.
Don't say his name.
Yeah.
I know you're
Fool's a
talking about.
bitch.
so
I
Damn,
swear-
everybody
was-
knows him.
He's well known, yeah.
but he was always cool with me, even though he would run up on my cell and he told me straight up, I'm gonna get you. I said, no, you're not. He goes, oh, you don't think so? I said, you motherfuckers been trying to validate me for like 6 years. You've hit me with 4 packs and still haven't validated me.
Yeah.
I said, you're not gonna validate me because I'm smarter than you.
Yeah.
And then so right before we were getting ready to get out, he caught word that we were going home. He goes, man, he goes, you're pretty smart. He goes, I don't know how we didn't validate you. He goes, we know you were involved in shit.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I really wasn't.
Yeah.
But everybody assumed I was because
How
I was
you-
cool
right,
with
right,
this
right.
person, how
Yeah.
I conducted myself, this, that, and the other. But I told the dude, and he asked me, he goes, look, you're going home. There's nothing I could do about it now, right? He goes, did you really do this or did you really do that? I said, it doesn't matter. You didn't catch me. You didn't do your job. I did mine.
There you go.
You know? And it was always like, even with like COs, it was always a cat and mouse
Yeah.
game. Like one time I thought I was fucked. They ran up on my cell. I was drunk as shit still at like 4 a.m. when they hit the cell.
Yeah.
I had shit under my pillow that was illegal as hell. I had a phone. So the first thing was start swallowing shit.
Mhm.
So they're like, come out, whoop, whoop. I'm like, man, sit your ass at the door. If you come in here, it's going down.
Yeah.
So once I got
It's
everything,
a different write up.
once I got everything gone that I had to get rid of, I was like, all right, I'm coming out. I forgot about the phone. So as I'm getting ready to walk out the door and cuff up, I'm like, oh shit, hold up, wait a minute. I run and grab the phone and I slam it on the floor.
Boom. Yeah.
Battery shoots out. Smacks a female CO. I'm like, fuck. Assault charge. Here it comes. I told her, I said, look, I already know what's gonna happen. My bad. I didn't mean to hit you.
Yeah.
She's like, I understand you were just trying to destroy the phone. But they always say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking this
Still get the right-
115's
yeah.
gonna come, you gonna get booked with that assault charge.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're sitting in the fucking the showers. I'm like, we're going to the hole. He's like, nah, she seemed cool about it. I was like, man, they all
Yeah,
seem
right.
cool about
Yeah,
it.
right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and she was married to another CO who I knew for a fact didn't like me. And we had exchanged words and I told him, you're a faggot ass bitch.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to fuck your life over. Woo, woo. I said, it's cool because I'm going to kick your ass before you do. So I was like, I didn't know at the time that though they had beef. I guess he was cheating on her or something. So I was like, she's hitting my cell because he told her to.
That's what you're thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I never got a 115 for it, nothing.
Nice.
It was all they did was search the cell. I got a phone write up. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So she didn't even put in the report like that I was swallowing shit, that I flushed shit, nothing.
Yeah.
And they were sitting at the door for a cool minute because we had to get rid of shit.
Yeah.
We were slipping. We were fucking up that day. That was their one day in New Folsom to
comfortable.
catch us.
Yeah.
That's what it was. We got comfortable. We were
Yeah.
drunk that night. had
New
a
Folsom
bunch of shit
notorious
out.
for getting motherfuckers comfortable because it's so cool over there.
So, and I was like, they got me. Like she's seen me swallow shit.
right.
yeah.
She could have took me straight to potty watch.
Yeah.
Do you think it was like mutual respect?
Or
Yeah,
not
'cause
wanting to do the
I was
paperwork.
always cordial with all the COs.
Right.
Yeah.
And I never like was an asshole about it. Like even when they'd catch me doing shit, I'd be like, "Oh, well, I slipped up today. You got me," you know. And I would just have to make a joke about it because ultimately it's my fault. Like
Yeah.
I let you catch me, and so she was just like whatever. And she was one of the ones just doing her job.
Yeah.
So ultimately, there's COs that want to be top cop, and it's like become a cop then. You're not a cop. You're a babysitter. You're a glorified babysitter.
Right.
Mhm.
You guys ain't stopping nothing that happens in prison. All you
been a
do
long
is
time,
sweep
yeah.
up the mess.
Yeah.
Right.
Like there's no, I don't care how good a CO wants to be. They're not going to stop nothing. They can delay it. They can prolong it. They're not going to stop it. Whatever's going to, that place is a world in and of its own.
Right.
whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
They can take you to the hole afterwards. They can sweep up the mess. If something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you got ones that wanted to be cops that just couldn't cut the mustard and
Yeah.
became COs, and then you got ones that are really just there for a check, and they're decent people. Like I remember there was a cop in Sac County, cool ass dude, respectable. You had an issue, he'd be like, if you got that big of a problem, we could go on the cell.
Yeah.
I'll take off my gun belt, take
Go
off
out,
my suit.
yeah.
So once they come out of their suit, they're now civilian. They can't say, "Oh, you assaulted an officer." No, you came out of your uniform.
Yeah.
So you encourage this. So he'd tell dudes straight up.
Yeah.
So and I used to laugh. I used to think this little ass dude ain't nobody scared of this fool.
Yeah.
And man, the first time I seen him come out his vest, I was like, "Oh shit, he ain't no little
Yeah.
ass." That dude had like 24-inch arms on him. And he's like, "What do you want to do?" So he got into it with a black dude in a 300 pod one time. Dude was just talking. Like it was in the morning for court. He had woke him up for court. Hey, do you want to come out and shave? He's like, "Fuck you, bitch ass." Woo, 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 woo. Talking hella shit over the intercom. So he's like, told me, "Hold up, I'll be back with you in a minute." He went into the pod and like, "What do you want to do?" Next thing you know, dude comes out. So he comes out, takes his uniform off, takes his belt off, tells his partner, he goes, "Hey, lock all the doors. I'm going in the cell." Man, it sounded like two gorillas in there thumping. You could hear it throughout the whole floor. He comes out. He's like, "All right, what'd you need? You need a razor?" Like, just cool as shit, right?
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
kind of things are respectable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of things that you're like, I don't think COs should just go around fight inmates all the time, but there's definitely a
certain
line, you know what I'm
issues.
saying? And it the stupid little fist fights like that, just a man to man develops that fucking
Respect.
yeah. You know what it is, I know what it is. What do you think about COs in there?
Well, I was working in the kitchen right there for like 7 years, and then it's always that they're always around and shit. You feel me? There's a free staff, there's COs, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I think I was in the back dock too, working in the dock, and some of them were out of pocket, but some of them were like respectful and shit, you know. But yeah, it's always that. I mean, you know my experience with one of them, fucking
Yeah.
that one bitch ass dude, right? Some of them like
There was a few of those.
Yeah.
that
But
main
yeah.
one though, like he harassing my wife and visiting, like standing outside the bathroom. As soon as she came out, telling her to like shake her bra, empty her pockets. She told him to go fuck off. And he's like, "You got to leave then." You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was waiting on my family visit, bro. I think I was in there for like 3 hours waiting, bro. I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" You know what I'm saying? So I kept picking up that phone, cussing out the lady. I'm like, "Bro, where the fuck is my wife at?" And then she's like, "Oh, she's running late." And then my wife comes in, she's crying. And I try to hug her, she pushed me. The fuck? Look at the lady, I'm like, "What the fuck you guys do to my wife?" And she just dipped out. I was tripping, bro.
Yeah.
And then
Swear to God, I think I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I pushed the issue. So then they try to play it, right? They're like, "Oh, we know you're doing your thing, bringing whatever you're bringing," right? So they told her that she couldn't come see me if they didn't strip her down and search her and shit. You feel me? And mind you, when I left my visit that day, sure enough, I had jazz right there, right?
Yeah.
This when they had the X-rays and all that shit, right? So they ran me through the scanner or whatever, and I told one of the dudes, I'm like, "Where's your partner at?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Don't play fucking stupid, bro. You know
Yeah.
what the fuck you guys are doing. That's why you're here, bro. You feel me?" I was like, "If you guys got a problem, go tell that motherfucker to come over here."
Mm-hmm.
I was want to fucking harass my family, shit, do that shit to me on the yard.
Right.
I was like, "You niggas want to play?" You feel me? Like, I don't play that shit. And then I didn't see the dude for like, I think like a month, and I finally seen him on the yard. He's just walking in the yard, smiling at me hella crazy, bro. So I started tripping on dude, and I'm just had to pull me back. Thought like, bro, that's not how we gonna beat him. You feel me? Like, you gotta
Yeah.
602
They
that
can
shit.
fuck over us.
Yeah, cause But I remember that day, like I was like, man, these dudes is crazy, bro. Like this dude really fucking with my family,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
And it was
crazy.
that type of thing. Like this dude was like super extra. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing if they're doing their job, you get caught with a phone, right? But this dude will go through the phone, look at your contact information,
Call
and
your people.
check. No, and she'll check if you're calling them on the payphone, and then he'll try to give them like take them off your visiting list and give you exclusion from visiting for that person because they're illegally
Petty,
contacting you. And that's what my problem was with bro. Like it's one of those things like he was doing too much, bro. There's some of them that just do their job, some that
Yeah.
do too much. So that's my intake. Like some of them are, like you said, like real human beings,
Mhm.
right? But some of them in the kitchen, like we're trained to teach you guys like you're not human.
Yeah.
Like, they tell us that you guys are dangerous, you guys are like animals. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they're trained, right? They're gonna manipulate you, don't trust them, this and that. You know what I mean? We're all
Yeah.
human beings. You know what I'm saying? But there's some bitch ass dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Is what's crazy is the ones I had the best experiences with are COs that have a military background.
Right. Yep.
They understand us a lot more. I guess you could say they kind of sympathize with us
Right.
because they were trained to be monsters too at one point,
Right.
and they had to do what they had to do.
Right.
Do you like doing it? For the most part, no. But what needs to be done needs to be done.
Right.
And so most ex-military dudes that become COs understand it a little better.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
so my issue with the difference between the sheriffs, right? You know, when I was in county, I was acting crazy, like I said, and so I ran in a cell on these dudes, and I used to have a
I
Mongolian,
remember.
right? And me and a dude who's he's no good no more, but we whooped him. You know, we whooped these dudes in their cell. You know what I'm saying? And they had thrown this thing. They used to have concussion grenades, right? So the concussion grenade comes in, knocks us all out, right? When I wake up, I'm handcuffed behind my back. He's got my Mongolian and he's slamming my head into the floor, right? And then I've been on an elevator ride. I got in a fight at court, remember?
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, when you
they maced me and brought me into court, right? Like the sheriffs were so over the top at the county jail trying to establish their dominance. You know,
No,
I went into prison with that. Okay, now so when I didn't get a lot of visits, but when they would mess with my visits, that's when I would trip and all that. It'd be like, man, what's happening? Like
we can get down.
yeah, we get down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been getting down with these dudes, you know what I'm saying? So we get down, you know what I'm saying? And as the homies told me, you know what I'm saying?
Get back in the mic.
The homies told me like chill out with that shit, you know what I'm saying? But there was little things at visit. I think one was actually with Jess, with your girl, right? But I won't talk about it on here. But just how not all COs.
Oh, I remember what.
Yeah, not all COs were like that.
High desert.
But it seems like as soon as they know you'll go there and you're not an SNY, they treat you different.
Oh, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there was a CO in New Folsom the first time I hit New Folsom, where he never had no issue with me, but I seen how he dealt with that, and I treated that dude with a little bit more respect. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't no dick. But if you pressed him, if you try to play, dude, man, he's coming out the belt like you said.
Yeah.
He worked in the kitchen sometimes. He was known for taking fools in the freezer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it wasn't arbitrary. It was, man, like this is a job, bro. You not just finna disrespect me. You know what I'm saying?
We can get it.
Right. And I think by the end of our term, we lost a lot of that.
Yeah.
It was more like
That's because people were telling on COs.
right. That might be that. It might be that.
Because I
100%.
remember in High Desert, when we first got to High Desert, there was a specific CO. He would still go to the concrete yard with fools.
Yeah.
And somebody
I remember.
filed a civil lawsuit on him because he tipped him up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And they filed a lawsuit after that. There was no more going to the concrete yard.
Yeah.
And one thing I'll say about the Sacramento County Sheriffs is they're, as far as my experience with most law enforcement agencies, they're very professional, respectful.
Yeah.
But if you get on their bad side,
It's
they
over.
will treat you like a straight gangbanger. They will mollywop you.
Yeah.
So they had this thing in Sac County, did what he was talking about, the elevator rides.
Yeah.
They'll
I
put
got
a
an
mask
elevator ride.
over you,
Yep.
and they'll just
They'll
come
just
in
be
and
in boxers.
bing, bop, bop,
You don't know who's doing what.
and
Yeah.
they'll just mangle you. Like once you piss them off, it's over.
I don't know if they still do that, but they definitely did that in the 90s.
Damn.
Allegedly, they stopped it, but last time we had went back to court, I heard they're still doing it using a restraint chair because they were supposed to stop using a restraint chair
The black chair.
after a soccer mom.
The black
they
chair.
put a soccer mom in there.
Yeah. I
She
seen
sued
that.
them for like $2.5 million or a couple $1 million, and they didn't even like beat on her. I mean, they had beat on her before, but they put her in that restraint chair. And the thing is, with the restraint chair, is the more you struggle, the more it clamps down.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it like locked her down so tight she fainted because she couldn't breathe. Because it has a belt right here, one right here, and then one over your legs.
right.
So as you struggle, all the belts keep tightening,
That's
Oh
crazy.
shit.
and it shuts off your blood circulation.
Yeah.
And she ended up passing out, and she sued the hell out of him. She had the belt marks still when she got out.
I remember
like
in
2
the
days
hole,
later.
they left the older homie. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They left the older homie in a black chair while they searched his cell. They searched all of our cells, but they only put the older homie in a black chair in the middle of 400 pod.
That's because of
I know.
his capabilities.
Yeah.
And they were terrified of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
you guys went through hell and back, you know what I mean? But you survived and you came out and you persevered.
yeah.
And like I said before, you guys are all each individually successful, right? More successful than people that have been out here their whole lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, they had a head start, and you guys you come out with the world against you. You
Yeah.
come out with, I mean, it's hard. You have to get a driver's license, learn how to
Oh,
drive.
yeah.
You have to, yeah. You
My
have
brother
to,
still hasn't learned how to
you
drive.
have to develop a social security number, get credit,
Yeah.
you know, and still pass a background check to even find a place to live,
Yeah.
to get a job.
Or you do what I did and just start telling about how you could fix stuff.
Right. But I mean, whatever it is, you guys
Yeah.
persevered, right? You
Yeah.
guys came through, you guys came home, you survived the struggle, and now you're here on No Paperwork Podcast
Yes, sir.
telling your stories. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And
which
thank
is,
you guys.
Which
for
is
real.
it's a testament.
We ain't over
to
though.
you
We're about
guys.
to start answering questions, answering the phone calls.
Right.
Yeah.
And we
The
can,
fun
but,
part of it.
Yeah.
but we can start talking about you know, the little things that was been going on lately.
Yeah.
Pat.
So real quick, a brother of mine,
The no jumper curse.
the supposed no jumper curse.
Oh my God, here we
Right.
go with this shit.
So you know, I'm not gonna talk about his case, right?
But the lies.
The lies. I just want you guys to know the only thing in that thing that was his was the car, and the car is legit. And the guns that was in there are going back to the owner. They're all legit, but they're not the brothers. And what you guys are doing is when you guys talk about this stuff is you're tainting the jury. So the jury comes from Sacramento, right? This is exactly what the sheriff's department wanted you to do. You know, you guys did it. You guys bid into it. You know what I'm saying? And now he's going to have a very small pool of people. He's going to be able to pick from for his jury. And
That's
just
if it goes to jury
right.
trial.
Just so you guys know, all the people in that sweep for the most part, and one's going to get out tomorrow.
Oh shit! No sound. Is that what they're saying? Oh no, there's sound.
Oh, they turned it off.
Hold on.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hold on.
So all the people that were in that sweep, all 11 people are out, except for one person, but he's getting out tomorrow. So it's important, you know what I'm saying, that you guys don't bite into this kind of stuff, because he still has to fight the case and do
The
all this
audio's
stuff.
here.
He still has to.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, he still has to fight his case. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why the DOs did it. You know what I'm saying? Why the dudes who are anti-homie would push this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't get why some of you other who are supposed to be active, you know what I'm saying, would just
Speak on it, period.
yeah, speak on it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of the people speaking on it are no goods,
Right.
right? So we've seen a lot of stuff that, you know, and we're talking about the no good channels, but it's not. It's one thing if you speak about it. It's
Yeah.
another thing to embellish, and it's another thing to
Bro,
bring
and
up stories.
I don't watch these dudes. It all got sent to me.
Right.
One dude said we went 50 deep to no jumper.
Right.
One dude said,
You even got 50 friends. No.
what was the other thing? The one dude just was like making up stories just as he was going.
Right.
Maybe this happened. Maybe this happened.
Allegedly. That's
Right.
his favorite thing.
A whole
Allegedly.
cop came out of Pocho, right? I don't never say Pocho's name, but he just started, man, law enforcement, these dudes are cancer. Like, he just said that everybody was a cancer, right? That, bro, you don't even know what happened. Nobody
Right.
even knows what happened.
Nobody knows the situation, and it's funny that one person puts out a narrative. One person started, and it just spread like wildfire, and
Crazy.
everybody. I mean, I heard we were locked up, so I was like, "Damn, fool! I just got out of county, fool. You know, I'm yoked up now. You know what I mean? Doing one day of Machina."
It
But-
kind of reminds me of the little kindergarten experiment. Whisper one thing in one person's
Telephone.
ear.
Right,
Yeah.
telephone. That's exactly what it was.
And it
right?
just
And
it
it's-
turned into a whole ass story. I'm just like, come on, man.
I just want you guys to know the dudes putting out all that story, they're full of it. They don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? They got these supposed dudes that are probably cats in sack that would never tell me they talk to them dudes, would never speak about my homie in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking crazy, and you guys just bite into it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Don't listen to these dudes. That's what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could obviously do whatever you want. You want to watch them, you just got to know what you're getting. It's entertainment over there. It's not based in reality.
Right.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
all stories and fabrication. Like they like the DOs work on fucking subscribers and number counts. So they have to embellish shit. And that's what they were doing. They were embellishing and they were adding 10 on the 2.
Right.
When in
I don't
all
make that
reality,
sense.
bro, it wasn't like everything that they were talking about was false.
Right.
And it goes across the board. So it's one thing if you're reporting the news, right? You see
Yeah.
what the Sac Sheriff post, whatever. That's what they post. What it looked like on the Sac Sheriff Instagram.
And of course,
Was
Sac Sheriff's gonna
Not
what
make
it
reality.
was,
And
right.
they're building a case. They got a job to do, right? They're trying to make it look the worst. But
Because them elections coming up.
right, elections
Yeah.
coming up.
It always
Bingo.
happens. It always happens, bro.
Yep.
Right.
We know what's up. You feel me?
So I just want you guys to know that he, bro ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's out. He's just living his life.
Right.
And he's
Taking
been my
care of
brother.
his
He's been my
family,
brother
and
for
that's
30
it.
years. He's a great dad. Drives his kid to school and picks him up every day. He's just
But
You know
like
what I'm
all
saying?
of us, he has a past, and it's coming back to haunt him.
right.
They always utilize that to paint a picture when we're trying to do something positive.
Right. And just like GB,
Yeah.
right? He
Right.
got
That's
caught
a
up.
great
example.
He got caught up in a situation,
Same
and
exact.
everybody was talking about, oh, GB
Didn't have nothing
washed.
to do with nothing.
Yeah, and GB was like, what? He got out like 2 days later. You know
So
what
did the
I mean?
homie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody was talking about, oh, GB this and GB that, and he's doing gang ties or whatever the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
But bro, when in all reality, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. They let him out, and it's the same thing that
Yeah.
happened with this. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
people keep believing narratives and pushing false narratives, and well, maybe this might happen. And I seen something where like, oh yeah, Adam 22 had something to do with this shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and oh, it's probably not him, but it's probably the feds have
Oh, that was
no
that one
jumper
dude.
in cameras in no jumper. Like,
Wasn't
Bro.
even the feds.
bro, yeah, it's not even the feds, bro.
Sacramento
Like,
County.
yeah, like this is like,
But-
come on, bro. I mean, for these so-called educated gangsters who've been to the pen and know all this stuff about, bro, like you pushing a false narrative, and you know it, and then some people are biting into it, but the real ones could see past you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And you just exposing yourself. One dude, one piece of shit said that I did 10 years in the feds. Well,
Been to the feds.
I've never been to no feds. But that's just so you know, like they just say whatever they want. There's no accountability. You guys bite into it, and then other human beings who are living this stuff suffer the consequences.
Is what I don't understand is with the internet today,
Yeah,
if people take 10 minutes, they can figure out what's true and what's not.
100%.
bro, real.
You can look up on
Google that
everything
shit.
who's been arrested for what. Like it shows on their websites, Sac County Sheriff, Sac County Jail. It'll say who's been booked in it.
Right.
But people
Like-
are lazy, and people just like the drama, so they want to believe in all the bullshit.
Fucking retarded.
Right, so so
Novella.
for the longest, the DO pages have been the loudest in the so-called YouTube yarda. They've been the loudest on YouTube, right? They've been able to say whatever they
That's because
want.
they just talk out the side of their neck. And
Right.
and everybody believes it. And as long as they get the views, man, they have no morals.
I don't even
they have
think
no
people
dignity.
believe in it. They just watch it for entertainment.
Right.
Right.
But
And
there
if
is
you
a
take it
certain-
like that, great. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know that these dudes lie. They lie. They don't.
Right.
This is. Yeah, I don't. My brother didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's out already, and that's what I want. Is
Right.
they're gonna give him his car back. It's man, just
they gonna make him pay for it though.
he gonna pay for it. You know how this
He
stuff
gonna
goes.
pay some impound fees.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
I'm gonna tell you. Jim Cooper has been doing this for a long time. He used to be head of gang task force. He
He's crooked as hell.
No, yeah, well, we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that, right? Don't say that because we don't want to come right. But he was a mayor of Elk Grove, and then now he's the sheriff of Sacramento, right? He's a very smart dude, and it's just important that that we understand how this works. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys take it for what it is, you know what I'm saying. On the surface, he did that, and he had to do that, right? And in order to make sure things go a certain way, I guess. But the truth is, Jimmy didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't do nothing.
Yeah. And the truth is, like these DO channels, these people that are no good, they couldn't even keep it real to themselves. So what makes you think they're going to keep it real to you, right? To the audience, right? They couldn't handle keeping it solid to their people and their morals and their beliefs. So what makes you think they're going to keep it real to anybody else? So if you can't keep it real to yourself, who can you keep it real to?
Right. Also, we're not saying Jim Cooper is crooked or corrupt or anything. We're not saying that. What we're saying is he's got a job to do. We understand his job. That's what we're saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, and that just goes. Everybody wanted to hear the drama with no
Right.
jumper and the no jumper curse, and everybody's blaming no jumper. Like I don't know what Adam does. I don't give a fuck what Adam does.
Right.
Honestly, like Adam, when we went to no jumper, it was a tool. Right. It
We
was
didn't
a
do
tool.
anything illegal.
Right.
We didn't have no funk with nobody. We went, ate some dinners, did an interview, made some music.
Right.
It was all professional, all positive.
And
Don't bite into none of that stuff.
And the whole story before we even got home was we went out there popping it and we were looking for funk and bro, none of that happened. Right. That's all internet talk.
Yep. Go back
right?
and look.
But then when people want to talk it and we reply to it, then it's all like, oh look, you're acting like you're hard. Bro, we're responding to certain individuals.
Right.
We're not talking about a whole section or a whole city or whatever. We're responding to people who are giving these false narratives and talking this bullshit, right? Because at any day, bro, we're everywhere, right? How many cities and events have we went to this year, right? Like
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
Bro, we everywhere. We don't do bullshit. We don't talk bullshit. We ain't with the drama. But if you want it, we'll bring it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I make
what-
stupid jokes about burritos,
right.
right? And everybody gets fired up. I'm just trolling y'all. Y'all
Right.
be getting fired up. Y'all be just
Oh,
biting
the
it.
LA Sacramento
Yeah.
burrito thing.
Bro.
Yeah.
And if you go get pressed over a burrito, bro, you got bigger issues
Right.
than the
Real
burrito,
shit.
bro.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Like, hey, one thing about
Let's be
LA,
honest.
hey, they
LA
don't,
got way better Mexican food.
hey,
Yeah.
one thing I will be honest about is they take their Mexican food to the heart. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I don't talk about LA's Mexican food because they be on that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in at the end of the day, bro, anything I see online, I don't take serious. Any of the bullshit fools
I don't even
talking
pay
on,
attention.
bro. If you ain't saying that shit to my face, I don't give a shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure none of y'all give a shit because it's internet. It's talk. Now, will I put up with the shit and want to see it? No, I might delete it. I might move it. You know what I mean? Because who wants to hear like someone talk shit? Now, if you say a good joke, if you funny, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna laugh
Right.
too.
Me too.
Right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the whole thing with what's his name? Blue Devil.
Yeah.
Say I look like a pizza man. Cool, yeah. I got a pizza parlor out in LA. You know what I mean? Yeah. How'd you know? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I can troll with the best of them.
Right.
Like Fats always say, you ain't hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? But there's a difference between trolling and then being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to tolerate being disrespected by anyone, whether it's online or whatever. But I'm not going to crash out. You're not going to crash out. No one's going to crash out online. And I'm not going to be like, fuck you, fuck your mom. Ooh. Bro, I'll just delete you.
Yeah.
And then call it a day because I don't give a shit.
Real
Because we're everywhere we need to be You know, we're
Yeah.
not we good where we're supposed to, and Northern California is our home.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So the okay, first of all, Mr. Capone, that's right. Ese saludos, insane. I agree with you.
Man, shout out Mr.
Mr.
Capone.
Capone. And dude said, why did whoever say BFD showed up with? See, this is, and I had a dude who's I'm cool with, who be on IG, be doing his IG thing,
Yeah.
right? Say, oh, it's great for your career. It's bro. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about this rap stuff. Means absolutely nothing to me, bro.
Right.
It means nothing. If me benefiting from the homie suffering, I'd rather suffer for him. I don't want him to spend 2 minutes in a motherfucking jail cell. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Bro, we did not go 50 deep. Don't worry about none of that. They're lying. It's just a story. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time.
Right.
Went swimming.
Bro, we had a good time and ate
was cool.
bad burritos,
Cool.
you know, with too much rice.
Right. That is true.
Like, that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, we seen people that
Yeah.
recognized us over there. Well, you seen people that
Yeah.
recognized you.
First day.
First time.
First day.
And it was, what did he say?
Took a picture with me.
Right. And what did he say? I fuck with your podcast,
Yep.
dude. I listen to your music, right?
Yep.
Bro, cool. You know what I mean? But people make it be like, oh, come out to Compton in this neighborhood at this time of day. For what? How does that benefit any of us financially? How does that benefit us in
I'm gonna
any
waste
way?
my gas to go see if you guys are
spent
out
this
there.
money on the DJ Flip on
Right.
everything we're doing down there. You know,
And then just to go out there and
But
rock,
that's just- that's
you can rock
just-
and roll with people here.
Bro, that's just goofball shit, motherfuckers that ain't got nothing better to do, ain't got no damn life. Like,
yeah.
got too much other shit to do than worry about what you guys got going on out there.
There you go.
It's crazy. Bro.
He is crazy. Yeah.
High Power Records, por vida, respetos from Los Angeles to Northern California. Shout out to that Capone.
Hey, High Power Records been around for a long time, though.
Yeah, this is a troll, dude.
He's not the real.
Not the real one.
Oh.
Troll comes on here all the time.
Oh.
He just
But shout out to the troll, Mr. Capone.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
Funny.
about like High Power Records for hell long, but they've been around for a long time.
They have been around for a long time.
said, heard you guys rolled up in military tanks.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, bro. You know, I was in a B-2 bomber and I landed right there at LA airport, but they wouldn't let me take it to the Airbnb. So you know, I had to. But I did get the Batmobile, and you know, we were rolling through LA in the Batmobile.
Nah, man, we go to LA to conduct business in a positive and professional manner.
That part.
At no point did we feel threatened. We had a good time. We enjoy Los Angeles every time we go. Man, everybody treated us real respectfully. It was
Right.
cool. The food wasn't great, but the rest of the stuff, it was cool, bro.
Right. And dude, like the moral of this is don't listen to the internet.
Don't listen to them dudes,
You know
man.
what I mean? Like, bro, take it for what it is. If you get entertained by that shit, then you know, get entertained.
Some last bite.
Right. But them dudes are not. They're not bro. They say it themselves, bro. We're no good. Well, if you're no good, how do you? I mean, you think these fools really
How's your word good?
you really think these fools got inside information? You really think these fools is really doing shit? You
And
really,
you know they don't, because he said we went 50 deep. Whoever's telling this dude whatever, they lied. Whoever said I did 10 years in the feds, they lied. Don't listen to that shit, man. We ain't trying to be no super tough guys,
You
man. We
roll
just-
around LA 50 deep, you getting pulled over. I don't give
yeah, they pulling your ass over.
I mean,
don't listen to none of that shit.
we were deep enough, right? But we weren't 50 deep. But we were, you know, we had a good time.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. And there was a few of us, and we were there, and we had a good time.
We had a good time.
And every time we go out there, we have a good time. But you know, there's been times me and Fats just went to LA,
Yep.
too deep, right? And we rode Santa Monica Pier. We
Yeah.
rode around. Yeah, we went to a tourist spot. Yeah, we went to Hollywood.
We enjoyed
Bro,
the sights.
What the fuck we supposed to do too deep? We
Right.
supposed to go to a hood and,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah, let's
challenge
roll through
everybody
East
to-
LA too deep, starting shit.
We actually were in East LA, right?
We were in East
We
LA.
were in East LA.
But I'm saying were we supposed to hop out of the hood, start yelling and shit, and be like, "Hey, who won it?"
Yeah, now.
You know, trying to figure out who wants it. Like, Bro, I'm not gonna waste
Excuse
my
me.
time.
Every Mexican we see, like, excuse me, sir.
Dude, would you like some funk? Roll down the window like, would you like some grapefruit palm? But like, hey, would you like some beef?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm vegan. I don't want no beef.
Where are you from, sir?
Right. Who gives
Like-
a fuck? And to be fair, Southsiders be up here and they be enjoying the sights and they don't be doing all the extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's unnecessary.
It's fucking just business, man. It's just fucking business, man. Whatever.
Right. But yeah, that was that was the whole thing. But also, did you guys see Lena is breaking up with Adam 22?
Yep.
Speaking of Adam. Yeah, they're getting a divorce.
Actual divorce. Adam put in his story freedom.
Bro, how free can you get? Because you was already
Right,
able to
like,
fuck
what is the
every
freedom?
broad you can think of.
You just hump a bunch of porn stars.
So what?
You know what I'm saying?
Like I don't know if it might be a play.
Man, but he seems happy about whatever's going on. I hope he's happy. He was very respectful to us and positive, and really got nothing bad to say about it, dude. I ain't gonna lie. And man, whatever. I hope he don't get robbed.
Do you
Hope
believe?
the courts don't rob him.
Do you believe he's a Fed?
Do I believe he's a Fed? Do I believe he's like a plant type stuff? He very well could be. He very well could be. That's just the truth.
I don't believe he's a Fed.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Having looked at a lot of rappers, a lot of musicians, a lot of their plants,
right.
right?
A lot of them are
We know
plants,
that some of
yeah.
your guys' favorites, you know what I'm saying, are actual.
Do I believe he's a plant?
Might be.
Hey, bro, there's a strong possibility he's a plant. Do I believe he's a Fed?
I don't think so. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
but I don't know.
but do people get on there and say dumb shit?
Yes.
Yes.
We didn't.
So
Right.
so this
Go
is
look at
did
my
not.
interview. I did not admit to any crimes. I did not.
so this is the thing.
Nothing.
Whether he is or he isn't, the only way he can do his job is if you give him the information to do
100%.
it.
That
So,
part.
If you're going on there and doing what you're supposed
Yeah.
to, it shouldn't be an issue.
Right.
If you know you're being recorded and it's gonna be streamed out to people, you
shouldn't be out
not
there
not
jaw
saying,
jacking.
Right.
And that's just like being here,
Yeah.
though, right? Like,
Eh,
if I were
anywhere.
to go on and say something like, you know what I mean, like incriminating, bro, I'm telling
The
on
feds are
myself.
watching this shit. The
Right.
state is watching
Right.
it.
They're watching everything.
Yeah.
So be mindful of that. Even the comments, they're watching the comments.
Yeah.
People, make death threats against the president, right? And on Facebook and arbitrarily they
Oh,
just they're
Secret Service is steaming.
they're making fun, right? They're not.
They're running
do they
up.
really have
Right.
the ability to go and do something to the
Probably
president?
not.
No, but they arbitrarily they don't like them. And they get the
Secret Service
Secret
is gonna
Service is
snatch
right
them.
at their door.
They're
Yeah.
gonna make sure that
So if somebody in Wisconsin is making arbitrary threats on Facebook and they're getting swooped up on, then you
That's
gotta
their own damn
assume
fault.
everybody is being monitored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And anybody can get swooped up on. And that's how you got to think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of people like, oh yeah, podcasts, they be talking too much and they be dry snitching and they be
a lot of them do.
a lot of them do, but on here we don't do that. I challenge you. I'll give somebody $500 right now if they can go back and say, point to anything we've ever said that put somebody behind bars or incriminated somebody
Right.
and got them locked up. I give them $1,000, right? Cash.
Or
they
if
can
we
go back.
even admitted affiliation.
right,
We how long we been doing this podcast?
almost 3 years,
Never admitted affiliation.
right?
We're not. Yeah, just look at all our stuff.
Right.
Everybody says this is Northern podcast. That's not what we say.
No,
Right.
Never once have we said that.
Yeah.
Bro, this is an entertainment podcast.
Yeah.
We've been saying that from the beginning. Never once have we said this was any affiliated podcast. Do we talk
But
to
once
different
again,
people?
because of backgrounds,
right,
everybody assumes,
right. Well, I mean, assumptions are like assholes. You know what I mean?
and usually they stink like shit.
Right. Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah.
Well, opinions are like assholes.
Yeah.
Assumptions make an ass out of you and me. But
Right.
I mean, anybody can assume what they want. Anybody
Yeah.
can talk on the internet. But hey, for everybody watching this, bro, like, hey, you just know, man, watch who you listen to, watch what you
Right.
believe. Not everything
I'm
that
gonna be
glitters
real.
is
I don't
always
be
gold.
watching none of that shit. I don't have time to. I be working,
I watch some. I like
raising kids.
we
That's
talked
it.
about this before, but I just don't watch no DO podcasts. No.
Dude, I watch the Y-Files. I watch No Jumper. I
I'd
watch
rather
Unlike
y'all
Media.
podcast.
But people send me stuff and I watch it.
Yeah.
Like, and then I send it to him. Because they send it to me. If they're going to send it to me, I'm sending it to him. If I got to suffer with that shit, you do too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a bunch of, like, Back on Fig. I watch Back on Fig, you know what I mean? Like, all the cool podcasts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing research. I even watch Food Community, all that.
Yeah, and your guys' line of work, though, you guys need to be watching certain stuff.
Right.
Because you got to stay updated with shit. Me, I'm a painter. I don't got time for the internet.
That's right. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I painted this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I really don't watch any podcasters. I'll be on YouTube, or not YouTube, but I'll be on Instagram every blue moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, see, somebody said, look, Adam 22 sick the feds on Jim for getting Lena's number when he was at No Jumper. Like, like, that's crazy. Because, right, so motherfuckers are going to run with that, right? Someone will say that and be like, oh, yeah, that's why Adam 22 got Jimmy locked up because
I'd be dead if Jimmy really did get her number.
Jimmy's happily married.
Yeah.
But it's just, random stuff like that, right? Somebody's going to take it and they're going to roll with that and be like, oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Right? And somewhere in internet land, that shit's going to pop up and people are going to believe.
Yeah, and they're going to feed off it.
Right. It's little things like that get things misconstrued and, like, bro, just use what is that?
Discretion.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking. Boom.
Critical thinking is, bro.
That's the thing, is most people that are just sitting here watching this shit all day, they ain't got nothing better going on in their lives.
Cool.
Right.
I'd rather you
Feed
watch
into
us than
it.
watch anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Watch us and go back. We have a lot of videos. We got a lot of lives.
Go
back,
watch everything.
that shit. Rewatch it. You know what I mean? Because
And keep posting.
one thing we're not gonna do is we're not gonna embellish. We're not gonna lie. You know what I mean? We might joke around every once in a while. Laugh about stuff. I'm not gonna put out something because people who really know who you are will be on there and they will tell the truth. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we try not to lie about anything, right? And if we don't know something, we'll say, look, I'm not sure, but I think it was whoop whoop, and not say, oh, facts. And that's
Right.
what everybody says. Oh, facts. Bro, it ain't got no facts. Shut that shit up. Unless you were there and you did it, you were a part of it, ain't nothing facts. And that's facts.
Yeah.
Cops
So
don't even got the facts.
we're gonna take phone calls for 15 more minutes. If somebody wants to call in, otherwise,
We're going to bed.
We're going.
Yeah.
It's
It's
late.
past my curfew.
So,
Let me
yeah.
go shop.
Bipolar Squirrel said that chicken bake at Costco is also good.
Charlie the Green Giant over here stole a
Uh,
bottle and hid it from you.
Oh, damn.
Right. Oh shit, I did. My bad. I took it. I stole it. Yeah.
I said, oh, he's putting us on restriction. It screws off, homie. You didn't have to yank it off.
Bro, everybody's talking about pizza in the
Jeez,
chat. What did I miss? I'm going back.
I don't know, but some pizza sounds good right now.
There's hella
I'm
comments on
hungry
here,
as
bro.
hell.
I'm hungry too,
This
bro.
is lit.
Yeah. The dumbest Vato ever said, the people I argue with in the chats about who is watching is the feds. So the people you argue with about who you're watching is the feds. Yeah, bro. Do you listen to Conspiracy Radio? I don't listen
Why
to
the
Conspiracy
fuck?
Radio, but the Y-Files. Bro, that's one of my favorite channels is the Y-Files.
Oh, yeah. I see.
But I also
Stupid.
watch stuff about the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I also
I'm
like,
hip to that.
are you hip to the Anunnaki?
Bro, I was one of those guys that when I was in the pen, I
We
got all the
studied all that
conspiracy books.
shit, bro.
Oh,
So look,
okay.
there's a thing, like real
in
quick.
Enlil
Yeah, bro. So like
Yeah.
when we're in the pen,
It's a freedom.
to freedom
freedom. So
and telling the truth.
fact,
Right.
that's real shit.
Keeping it 100.
Facts.
Sometimes we go to yard, we figure out different topics, right? We had like who's the smartest, right? So you remember that shit? Like we had little groups, right?
Yeah.
So there's people talking about like historical topics, fucking the Aztecs, and people have talk about conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
and we just figure out it just passes the time by. But then also we put each other up on
Feed off
knowledge.
each other.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I was big on. Just I had all the conspiracy books, the Children of the Matrix, you know what I'm saying, Build the Pale Horse.
Unseen
I was-
Hand.
Yeah.
New World Order.
Facts, bro. We was on all that.
Hey, conspiracy theories ain't just conspiracy theories no more.
Right.
No, it all turns out it's
Yeah,
facts.
shit, bro. Shit.
And real facts, not
YouTube facts.
That
Yeah.
part.
Alexander M said John Diesel said he was cool with the Anunnaki and they gave him a pass in the streets. Y'all motherfuckers, our chat is crazy, bro. These motherfuckers be saying some funny shit. See, that's the shit I can respect,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If motherfucker talk shit about me and it's funny, I'm gonna laugh at it, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna give you props, actually. But yeah, no, the whole Anunnaki and the Sumerian text and how it mirrors the Bible is the reason why I'm not into religion.
Yeah.
Right? I don't follow any one religion.
Same.
I just like I'm a child of God, but like every religion has the same God, right? And so I just think religion is something that divides. And no disrespect to any religion, because I respect all religions.
Yeah.
I respect like whatever you believe, and it's just like they said on Blood and Blood Out. Whatever makes you a better person, if Jesus can make you a better person than Allah or vice versa, bro, I'm all for it, dude. Whatever makes you a better person, whatever keeps your heart in good standings and your mind and your soul, you know what I mean, and your morals and values, then I'm with it. You know, I'm with all
Yeah.
that. And I have no problem going to different churches and you know, seeing how people worship, and because in my heart I believe everybody believes in the same God,
Yeah.
that one higher power.
Yes,
Even the
higher power.
Anunnaki believe in one higher power,
Yeah.
right? Even though the Anunnakis were quote unquote gods themselves, they still had that one higher power above them,
Yeah.
right? And that's who we all believe in,
Yeah.
that one higher power. And even if you don't believe, even if you're atheist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I respect that too. Hey man, do your thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not, you know how people argue over religion?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna argue over religion. God bless you.
Facts.
To answer Eastside Loke 1-4, yes, there have been Muslim homies.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. a lot. Yeah.
Marcelli was one.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Red hair dude.
No, gotcha.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got a white homie who's a Muslim.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He's a white
All religions are
Muslim
man-made.
in a Mexican gang.
You ever heard of the Book of Enoch?
Yeah. I haven't read it, but I've listened to audiobooks of
Yeah.
the Book of Enoch.
I remember when I first read in the pen, that should trip me out.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because it's totally different, and that's one of the books that was taken from the Bible that wasn't included during the Council of Nicaea.
Yeah.
And that's where my problem is, right? Because you got the King James version of the Bible, right, which is his version. And King James, if you know about King James, he was a weird dude,
Yeah.
right? But then you also have the Council of Nicaea that gathered together to dictate what goes in and what gets taken out of the Bible,
That part.
I
right?
ain't never been to the pen, but he pretty smart.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
But that's and so if you got a council dictating what's going, and supposedly it's inspired by God or whatever, but that's just like us sitting here right now,
Yeah.
and we can say we're inspired by God, and we can pick and choose. We could take the Bible right now, pick and choose, and if we were the overseers of a country or whatever, we can make our own Bible to fit our narrative,
That part.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And does it make it right? Does it make it inspired by God? Well, dude, everything we say supposedly is inspired by God. Everything we do is inspired by God. So where's the line drawn, right?
Yeah.
Because I can pray right now and say, hey God, help me write a new version of the Bible. And I can say, I'm inspired, and let me do it. And I can jot down some notes, and then now we have to go through that. And that's what I believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like I said, I'm not discrediting the Bible. If that's what you believe in, man,
Yeah.
more power to you. God bless you. And I was locked up in juvenile hall for 2 months, and that's the only thing I read
Yeah.
was the Bible. You know what I mean? And for that 2 months, I to me, it didn't resonate with me. You know what I mean? Corinthians did, and what is it? The last book, the
Revelation.
Revelations. Yeah, Revelations. That sat with me. But now, am
Some
I
trippy stuff.
am I a Bible scholar? Hell no. Right? Did I memorize it word for word? Hell no.
Yeah.
But there's some good shit in the Bible. Right? There's some good lessons to be learned.
I ain't
For
gonna lie, bro. Like I started digging deep into like the higher power. Like I remember when I came home, I tried mushrooms, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
I'm just saying, but like I'll be meditating. You know what I mean? Like I'll do like 10 grams and just meditate, bro. You feel me? Like it's a crazy experience, bro.
Yeah.
hallucinating,
No,
not
no,
meditating.
but it's like
Yeah.
it's different though, right? So it's
No,
like,
it's different. Yeah.
right. I just it's quiet. I just do it at home. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just trip out on mushrooms, just be out partying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it helped me cope with like adapting.
Clarity,
Right,
right?
so, yeah,
it
so-
gives you clarity.
So when I came home from prison, like that's what helped me deal with what I dealt with to get used to being around people.
Oh, like find your calm.
Yeah, so I felt like everybody said like you have PTSD, this and that, right? So for me it wasn't that. It was just adapting. So when I first tried microdosing, it helped me adapt. I
Right.
adapted to doing that. But when I took it to the next level, you know what I'm saying? There's stages. Right? They
Right.
said there's the heroic or the God level, right?
Yeah.
They said
I take it to the God level every time.
Yeah, so I did 10 grams, bro, and it was a
I can't
beautiful
do that
experience.
shit.
It
Yeah.
was a fucking amazing experience, bro. It was crazy.
Nobody ever give little man no mushrooms. I just want.
No.
I just want you to know that.
I've tried a lot of things in my life, and the only thing I can do is drink. Anything else is just has been a bad
And
experience.
you can barely drink.
I'll drink you under the table.
You'll 100% drink me under the table.
Yeah, we gonna put this away.
I'm just saying.
But
No, we gonna put this away.
We were in
That's
the
not a
cell.
challenge, bro.
We
It's
were
not
in
a
the cell,
challenge.
and we smoked a tiny pinner
of wax.
We had some wax in it.
It was not a tiny pinner, bro.
This dude was like, bro,
I
this
feel like
this
my
is
heart was
laced.
gonna stop.
My heart. I was like, bro, you're
can't-
fine.
Like
You're
drugs
fine.
and me
Yeah.
do not
Yeah,
mix.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything I've ever done, tried. I tried acid as a kid, flipped out.
I love acid.
Did coke one time, flipped out as a kid.
Yeah.
I never tried
And
coke.
just like nope. Like it just
Like,
wasn't for
I
me.
ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I like acid and I like shrooms.
Yeah.
Like I take an eighth of shrooms every time.
Love
And
shrooms.
sometimes I take more because I want to get into the God mode, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing,
I
like
can't do that.
if you I usually do it like once a month because if you constantly take it,
He schedules his
Hold on,
shroom.
listen.
yeah, you have to because let's say you do shrooms one day, right? You do an eighth, then you do 5-6 grams. It's not gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like I just schedule it, bro. Like
So it's just like out of nowhere will hit you.
no, it's like let's say you keep taking it and it's not gonna affect.
It's not
you.
as potent.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
as potent, bro. Like
Okay.
you have to give it time. Like it's
I don't do it once a month, but like bro, for real, I was trying to figure out some stuff on Pro Tools,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get the sound right on Pro
Yeah.
Tools, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna
that
shroom.
creativity, bro.
So I took an eighth of shrooms, and I just sat back and I was chilling in my bed, looking and in the dark, looking up. Boom! It hit me. I was like, "Oh, that's what I got." So I got up, shrooming like a motherfucker. Went to the computer.
yeah, bro.
I figured it out.
Microdosing is dope, bro. It's like
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't microdose. I was on
No,
the
that's-
eighth. I
that's
was
crazy.
like, I was in God mode, but I was
trying to go
like,
to the moon.
I was like, I figured it out, right?
So we're
Like,
talking about an 8, like 3.5 grams
Yeah.
of shrooms.
yeah.
Oh, y'all
It was clarity.
but
to the
it doesn't
max.
make you start like super tripping though.
Oh,
You
I
know what I'm
was,
saying?
but I was tripping, but I was like, because I was seeing like I was
It
seeing
unleashed
colors.
your mind.
I seen myself in
Facts.
another dimension.
Yeah.
Like I seen myself. It didn't look like me, but it was me, and I
Yeah.
knew it was me.
Facts.
But
Like,
it didn't
you was
look like
frying
me.
balls.
But it was crazy, right? But then everything became clear. So every problem that I was trying to figure out, boom, and I went to Pro Tools and I was like, this is what, and I was like tripping
Figured
out,
it
like,
out.
yeah, this is it.
I
So
got
the
it.
next day when I woke up, I went back to make sure it was real, right? Because you had kind of have that little grogginess the next
Fogginess.
day.
Yeah.
So I went up to the Pro Tools and I was like, I figured it out. This is it. And from that on, I was cool. So,
Yeah.
How long were you on that trip for?
bro, it was probably like 5 hours.
For me, it'd be like 8 hours, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was several hours, bro.
Yeah.
It was because I think I took it at like 11,
Yeah.
and I probably finally fell asleep at like 6.
Yeah,
So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
About 6, 7 hours.
it's great.
Yeah, bro. But it
do it.
was so much information, and it was like Joe Bob. You know what I mean? I was thinking about Joe Bob for some reason.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Joe Bob while I was shrooming, and I was laughing at Joe Bob because he's so funny, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, Joe Bob.
We love you, Joe Bob.
Yeah, no, and I don't know why Joe Bob popped in my mind.
So let me just tell you about my funniest mushrooms
Yeah.
thing. I had these pills, right? Mushroom pills. I didn't know they were timer. like time pills.
Time released.
Yeah, time released. So I'm with my girl and I pop one, wait 45 minutes, it don't kick in. I pop another. Right, I'm like, man, this is bogus, right? Right? This is bogus,
all at once.
right? Next day, I go to the state capitol with Ben Amador, Rico
no.
Too Smooth, and Trapper Loke, right? And we're doing like this thing at the fucking thing, and
Time done.
Time done, yeah.
time done. It kicks in, right? And I'm like, so I tell Ben, I'm like, hey, bro. I'm like, I tell Rico, I'm like, hey, I'm fucking shrooming, bro. Is they just kicked in right now? I took these pills and it just kicked in, and they were like, no, you're good. And we were supposed to go up to the podium and read this fucking thing, and I was like, man. I did it, and there's a video of me doing it, and nobody could even tell I was shrooming my fucking ass off.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Until you told me. Until he told me the next day, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
He held his composure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
What time is it?
it is.
We're about to cut it out.
It's time to. It's 11.
Damn, we didn't get. This is the first time we put the phone number up and nobody called in.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
yeah, man. Dude.
I thought he was just ignoring the call.
Nah,
No. Nobody called.
that's
Man,
the
we've
first.
been on here 3 hours and 15 minutes, man.
It's way past my bedtime.
Bro, this is the longest, and this was a great episode.
It was
Man, I
great.
appreciate you guys.
And I think
coming.
this is gonna be one of those ones that goes down in like California YouTube history. I don't think nobody's ever really done it like we done it, telling prison stories,
Nah.
done all that stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, enjoy because I'm not coming back.
I respect it, brother.
Yeah, I respect it.
Thank you
Man,
for coming.
we appreciate
Love
you
you.
guys coming on, man. We appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody that donated, man.
This podcast shit
Salute
is not
you.
for me.
Man, hit
I'll
the
stick
like.
to painting.
We have 141 in the chat.
Painting and
If you
fixing
guys
shit.
can just hit the like button or hit the hype button, you know, that helps push us,
Yep.
you know, and get
Subscribe,
us
do
out
all
there.
the good stuff.
Subscribe. If you want to see some real shit, if you keep like the fake shit and all the lies, man, don't even press the like. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Go
Right.
watch somebody else. If you with the drama and the bullshit, go watch somebody else. Of course, we do have some drama sometimes, and we do joke around and talk shit, but you won't ever see us crash out. And if you do, call me on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But appreciate you guys coming on, man.
I love you, brother.
Blanco the bully.
Love you,
Yeah.
brother.
Love you
Everybody
guys.
go check out
Um,
FaceTime Illegal. Right now
Bro.
it's out and he got the album coming soon.
dope song,
Yeah.
dope
I haven't
visuals.
heard it. I'm about to check it out.
Also, hey, First Burn, Little Man's
First Burn, Little Man's Handy Hands. Make sure you tap in with bro. He's Life for Style 97 on Instagram.
Or Little Man's Handy Hands.
Or Little Man's Handy Hands.
Yeah, check out.
Need
Little Man's
something painted or fixed? Hit me up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and what's your IG?
Block Game Blanco.
Block Game Blanco.
Yeah.
And I just want to say before we get out of here, man, I'm proud of all three of you, right? For everything that you guys went through, all the stories, and that wasn't even a quarter. That wasn't even a percentage of all the shit you guys went
Hell
through.
nah.
You guys went through hell and came out, and you guys came out as good dudes, man, solid individuals, and like I would trust each and every one of you with my life. I would
Yeah.
trust each and every one of you with my daughter's life, right? And that's saying something because I wouldn't trust nobody with my daughter's life, but I know each and every one of you how solid you are, how real you are, everything you've been through and still persevered. I know for a fact you guys is on another level of type shit.
Yeah.
I know you guys is down for whatever, and you guys would protect my kids as I would protect your kids.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? And that's the carnalismo. That's the real shit. Fuck all the fake shit.
Right.
Right? The real shit is the carnalismo, man. And I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all.
Gracias.
Love you, bro.
Likewise,
Love you, bro.
You already know.
Love you,
Yes,
bro. Hey,
Also, don't go to prison. Prison is for the birds.
yeah,
and
don't go to prison.
Stay
I
out of
never
prison.
went there.
Yeah,
I'm-
fuck that shit.
And I'm still
Keep your
hanging out
head
with
in the
3
books.
convicts.
Keep your head in the
Go to
books.
college.
But free all the loved ones.
Yeah, free,
Right.
free to actors.
Free 'em.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Peace out. No Paperwork Podcast, bro. The dopest podcast